We're live. It's working. We're going to talk about how the song Jesus Take the Wheel was playing when Shanahan was driving. We're going to talk about Niners camp. Junior Baconburger is no longer with the team. So who is going to be returning?
Hello, it is time to start the show. And I'm going to get started right after this.
You know, I like that intro. I want to show you the old school intro. Who wants to see it? Well, I do. Folks, are the days that we need to get back to. This whole make it to the Super Bowl. Ooh, that's not good enough. Gotta win some. So Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, thanks for pulling up, buddy. I appreciate you. How's everybody doing tonight? If you're watching after the fact, don't forget to talk your smack in the comments, okay? I encourage it. So Kyle Shanahan gets in a car wreck. Was Jesus Take the Wheel playing? Who thinks so? I think so. Now, we cut, a Niner we've had since 2022, Nick Zakel. We signed another guy that center-ish. They have him listed as a tackle too. So it's just one of those guys, right? 2 seasons with the Bears. And at this point, Brock Purdy is the only guy left from 2022's draft class. We got to do better there. I feel like this year's draft class, a lot of these guys are really athletic. I've heard bad things about Enrique Cruz there, Kenny. Can you hear me?
Me too. Yeah, I've heard that too recently, but we're taking people's words for it.
Well, that's exactly it. We were hearing great things about Junior Baconburger, and what happened there? He
just yesterday.
Got cut.
Yesterday. Just yesterday, someone was like, "Oh yeah, he's looking really good, gone."
Hey, everybody, welcome in our representative for Bill's Mafia, Chimera. What is happening, buddy?
Been a while.
Hey, look at you. You're on camera.
I am just getting done. Oh, hello.
There you are.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. Bad Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right, you're good. You're good, buddy. Everyone knows this guy I'm bringing in. You hear about him every day on the news. He's that Florida man, Levi.
Fuck your Wi-Fi.
Wow. You got graphics. You got a blue screen back there now. Good shit.
We got
John
LaJoy in the chat. What is happening, buddy?
What's up, John?
John J.
John LaJoy.
So, guys, serious question. When Shanahan got in this car wreck, was Jesus Take the Wheel playing on the radio?
I heard it was Shania Twain.
It was definitely I Feel Like a Woman.
Well, Jesus definitely didn't take the wheel. Glad he's going to be okay anyway. It
was Kelly Clarkson.
I called
Kelly Clarkson.
my name into his truck.
That's the other one. Who's that?
The Louisville Slugger to all 4 headlights.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I had the autopilot on. How many? I hear about couple crashes on the daily. I had the autopilot. Okay, don't trust the autopilot
I hate
unless
that
you're
car.
on the freeway cruising and you're not in thick traffic.
I was watching a police officer body cam the other day, and it was some guy. He's like, no. Listen, it wasn't me driving. It was the sir. You are
Yeah, I saw
responsible
that.
for the autopilot. No.
He's like, no, I want your supervisor. I wasn't
Yeah, at the
No,
end,
you
and he's
gotta
like,
call
I'm not
Tesla.
getting my soup's too busy.
driving. He's like, here's your ticket.
Yeah, that was wild,
Yeah, that's nuts. And he was with
Dude.
someone.
guys.
You know that's actually another thing too. Like the whole now, folks, if you're having legal problems and you ask for the supervisor, that's not gonna fix your issue.
No.
What in
And
the
when
Karen
it
is
comes
that?
to when it comes to them actually calling them, depends on where you're at. Which there's very few agencies have a policy where they'll actually call the supervisor in. The rest of them, it is deemed if he feels like it, he or she. If he or she feels like it, they're not required to get them here.
If I can go on one
True.
rant, one of the largest suppliers and makers of protein in the U.S. apparently
Me?
had some crazy hack, had some crazy hack or something, and they shut down all of their North American production.
Yikes.
So even at Costco right now, protein's through the fucking roof. Freaking
Damn.
nasty ass premier protein.
I bet. Uh-oh. Justin Masering, Cowboys for life. I'm sorry, buddy. You know, we're no one can be perfect. You know,
I've heard of Bad Boy for
Okay.
Life, but not Cowboys for Life.
That goes into what I was about to say. Gentlemen, football is back.
Thank
it
God.
is.
Like,
It is. We play the Titans tomorrow.
Banana.
You have to have like a streaming app or, you know, no, this is not sponsored. NFL Plus, which this guy has for a reason, because I like to rewatch all the games we play, see what I missed.
Let's
I
see
like to
Gunnar
watch
Helm
the all
highlights.
22, so I can see several angles because there's
I
always
use
something
that
else
NFL
going on.
Plus, and I'll use it on a tablet or phone, and then I'll cast it to my TV.
Mm,
So I'll just,
Yeah.
I'm just watching on my TV still. Like,
I was trying to get Kenny to. I mean, it's cheap.
It is.
NFL Plus kind of is worth it.
It's
It
super.
is.
It was a
It's
great
cheap.
price.
I mean, compared to the NFL Sunday Ticket and all these other streaming apps, it's cheap, and you get a
You're
lot.
still
for your
behind
money.
though. Public TV.
I admitted that it was an excellent deal, but as someone who grew up poor, it's still just out of my
Not
range.
sponsored, but would love to be paid to be sponsored for it.
Yeah, so
Same
that'd be
here.
nice.
Same here, NFL Plus. NFL
I do.
Plus.
Yeah, I would do it just for the subscription to NFL Plus. I would talk about NFL Plus all day and night.
Have y'all ever
You're not
watched
sponsored YouTube.
Tom? Apparently, Tom Grossi, you know, in the Grossi posse, the Green Bay Packers content creator,
Mhm.
supposedly NFL Sunday Ticket, I think it was, offered him like more than $100,000. I don't know, some like crazy number to do like one video, and he told no.
Wow. He has his principles.
Yeah, I was like, he might be a better man than me.
Yeah. Well,
Then
I'll
again,
tell you right
he's
now.
been making money for a little longer.
That's true, but I'll tell you right now, they'll if you have a decent enough channel, they'll give you $25K to talk gambling apps every fucking 15 minutes, and I wouldn't do it.
gosh, you're
I
so
don't want it.
wrong
I don't
on
want
that.
your $25
That's what I
25K
can do, too.
to sell my soul.
You know, I've never once done sports betting, to be honest with you.
I've never used sports betting. I've never used a sports app. I've never given anyone money to get money back. I've never done that.
Can I be a ref?
Talk to Corona.
Hey guys, I got a quick joke.
Yeah.
What's a lesbian call another lesbian with braces?
Her track mate?
A
Box
flosser?
cutter.
Ooh. You know, there are some people who like that. They kind of want it rough. Not me.
I'm not touching that one.
Yeah. That's what she said.
As Damian Lee said, I plead the fifth.
New Jersey pays me a stipend every year.
I know y'all are part
For
of the
leaving
same
the state.
generation as me. Every time I hear I plead the fifth, I just think of Dave Chappelle doing that skit. I played the fifth.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers for a quick second. Remember he came out and he was trying to do a victory lap about Fauci getting in trouble. And he's like, bro, your whole stance was originally about constitutional rights. And then Fauci pleads the fifth, which is a constitutional right, and he's like making fun of him for it. Bro, stop yourself and look at the situation. What you were standing up for is what he used to deal with that situation, and you're giving him shit for it. You look like an idiot. And Pat McAfee and everyone on that show is trying to steer him away from like it and back to football, and he keeps going back to it. And I'm like, bro, you're missing like the bigger picture here. You look like a kind of a fool. But you know, it's Aaron Rodgers. So.
Now, the more entertaining thing would be to count how many times he actually said it.
I don't know.
A
I mean, if
lot
I
of people
We don't
have
talk
done
politics here, folks.
that's true. This is
There-
a football show.
There also is a legal precedence, like once you claim it once, you're kind of like trapped into the rest of it, and both sides know that, and they kind of take advantage of it. In
It was a great-
sense.
It was a
Like,
great interview, that's for sure.
But yeah, football is back officially. What did it say? 20 hours, 47
Well.
minutes, 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Not like
Yeah.
anybody's counting though.
Oh my God, I had it on a counter 67 days ago. I had on a counter.
I am 100% going to be watching that game.
So
I'm
tomorrow
gonna watch our backups go against the Titans starters.
I don't know when the game's are on, but I'm gonna have to watch the Browns for a little while.
All right,
see how,
here we
see how
go.
Deshaun does.
So game 1, watch worthy or not. The Detroit Lions at the Cincinnati Bengals, 7 p.m. NFL Plus.
Okay.
I don't know. Green Bay Packers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Definitely not going to see any Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love.
Drew Aller, Will Howard, though.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the
Go,
Packers
dude!
there.
I'm like, it's like Christmas Day.
Hey, hold on. He popped in.
No, it's more like what is it? Hanukkah, because we get
Steve-O,
multiple
Aerodome.
What is
multiple nights.
cracking, Steve-O?
Steve will like the Pat
Come here's
McAfee.
back. Come here's back. Let's check out his East
Okay.
Coast bias Wi-Fi.
Okay,
What is up, buddy?
are we better now?
Oh yeah,
We're
yeah.
better.
Oh yeah.
crystal clear.
So Steve-O, when you're in other chats, I for some reason can't see you. I already checked to see if I accidentally pocket blocked. I didn't.
Pocket blocked. Wow.
It's
Is that like cock
it's-
blocking, but
dude,
like
you know how
Mormon
many
style?
times Bebop's
Ooh.
been accidentally blocked from a channel? Like it happens. Sometimes it happens not on purpose, but yeah, I just
Yeah.
can't see you in other chats, Steve-O. I don't know why.
Like a Freudian slip almost.
I did look on my end to make
I'm
sure.
interested to hear about Bill's camp too. To be honest with you,
Oh yeah, they did
Ravens
Bill's
camp's
training.
had a lot of camp. They've had a lot of news coming out of training camp past couple
Uh-huh.
2 days.
Oh, yeah,
Hard Knocks. That was them
I can-
last year.
I can tell
Did
you
y'all have
about
Hard
Bill's
Knocks last
training
year?
camp.
Yeah, and last year
Um,
was the Hard Knocks for the Bills on HBO.
That was probably a good watch.
Yeah, I can tell you about Bill's training camp. It rained a lot.
Are
If
you
don't know,
inside? now?
Chimera went to Bill's training camp. the
Yeah,
other
but
day.
aren't you
Yeah,
inside now? Okay, in a new stadium. Right?
No,
No.
well, we don't actually hold training camp all the time at our new
Oh,
stadium.
that's dumb. My bad. Yeah.
we
so
go to
you're-
we go to Rochester. We do training camp.
Wow,
at a
that's
college,
kind of
St.
far,
John Fisher
isn't it?
College.
Isn't it kind of far?
It's like an hour drive. It's not. Too
Oh, okay,
bad.
then I'm thinking of somewhere else in New York, Binghamton, maybe. I'm thinking of.
That's further away. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But,
what I was thinking.
Yeah, we literally got to Rochester, and the entire time raining, got rained on. Seats were wet. The metallic seats were all wet. I got soaked. Everyone got soaked. I had an umbrella that I had to move down to like the front row just so I could pop it up and not block anyone's view.
Right.
And then it didn't stop the whole time.
I think the Ravens got
it was
caught in
just-
that same rainstorm. We had one practice where it was just
That wouldn't
nothing
shock
but
me.
rain,
Yeah, 'cause-
and we were excited for it. It was good game practice.
Did you have a the Nino? Is that what
Uh-oh.
happened? You had a the Nino?
By the way, I've heard DJ Moore might actually finally be the first wide receiver one since Stephon left.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
he better be. I mean, we don't have anyone else. we
I
have
mean, dude,
Khalil
he's like
Shakir,
one of the
in
top.
slot.
What about
One of the-
Keon, bro?
Oh no. Keon Coleman.
Look, listen,
He got thrown
Don't
under the
you
bus
bring
by
up
the
the-
coach and the GM, though.
don't you bring the cookie man into this, all right?
Oh, wow, I just glitched for a second. But Lawrence, what's up?
In
What's up?
Ravens news,
What's that?
we actually did have Nate Wiggins go off
John
the field.
Jay, no,
Scary
I am
moment.
not blocking you.
Oh, I was going to ask you if he was going to come back anytime soon.
They said there's nothing structurally wrong, so he's probably shut down till the season.
Preseason
but,
or the season? Yeah, the season makes more
But
sense.
apparently, the Ravens have been receiving tons of trade offers for cornerback TJ Tampa, one of the guys we took like a year ago.
Yeah, but you're starting him, aren't you?
He's fighting for quarterback 3 right now. We re-signed
but you would
before Harbaugh left.
Is he your next best cornerback though? Why would somebody?
Honestly,
Jay, that's
we're having a good problem. The young cornerbacks, him and Bilal Kone are balling out in camp.
Oh yeah,
right now.
Kone, that's right.
We've got a really good safety in Keandre Jackson. I hear though also Miami, weird just stuff I was hearing today. Man, if you don't remember, they got Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And
I
they
do.
also have another Texas Tech, Jordan
Yeah.
Brooks, on the roster, if I'm not mistaken. Who's helping teaching him that defense. Bro, how wild is it? They might have got like that might be like a Luke Kuechly 2.0 in a sense.
Hold on. Somebody compared Cooper DeJean to Luke Kuechly in DB form recently. I forgot who that was. You think that's a good comp?
We'll see. If he is moving to safety, which apparently is the plan. Oh, by the way, I've heard JC Horn's going to be playing a lot more nickel this year, so he's going to get to move. Y'all know how good JC Horn is. He made that crazy interception against y'all. That was just all talent.
Well, we wanted him. He's
going to get to roam the field more, playing that role in their new defense, which should. I mean, bro, y'all saw it firsthand. Like he got that ability, so that'll be fun to watch. But what were we talking about? I'm sorry. There's just so much football. My brain's going.
Just real quick.
Hold on. John Jay's asking Chimera a question here. What are your thoughts on the new Bills jersey?
That shit ugly as hell.
You look like a can of Pepsi.
And not like a good one, like the Kylie Jenner commercial.
Like a bad Pepsi. Like a faded, the aluminum.
And one on that.
Starting to be more aluminum than paint on it. It's just.
We had the opportunity to go back to our retro jerseys with the red helmets and the blue logo on it.
Yeah,
that would have been fire. That'd have been fire.
Because that's when you were dominant back in the day.
We had to go.
And you could have taken a little new school, put some chrome on it or something somewhere, really
chrome?
Brought it to the next level.
Sheesh.
We could have designed a better jersey, guys. Let's be honest.
We had
Pimp
to go
my uniform.
We had to go full. We had to go full Detroit Lions with it.
You did, yeah. With a little red.
More like Lions jerseys.
The Ravens actually did that this year. We stole a little bit of Oregon swag.
Hey, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, folks.
Some of the feathers got chrome and different glow to them around the jersey and on the linings and stuff. Because the Ravens got that blackout lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the stream for my first face cam appearance.
That's right. In what, a year? No, less, because you were doing pick'ems for a little while, right?
Yeah, Texas Tech been producing. By the way, game 3, the one I'm
all right, Roger is going to get hot take of the night.
Okay. I said this before, Roger. What are you talking about? I said Bears-Jags Super Bowl.
A
Bears-Jags.
Wait. Bears-Jags?
Yes, sir. It's in the cards. And it's a pattern.
They really think Luther Burden's going to take that step up, too.
And Rome Odunze. They got two good tight ends. They got a good O-line. They got a good D-line. They lost Kobe Bryant, but they should be okay.
Let's get the
I'm
Jags.
I'm not loving Swift, but didn't they bring Monongai
that's true.
from Rutgers last year?
Well, my assistant coach of the year is the defensive coordinator for the Jags. That's kind of a biased pick, but either way, I'm going for Jags Chicago. I've said it since before the preseason. I mean, before training camp, everything.
Listen,
game 3, Colts versus Patriots.
Roger, you're the man.
Listen,
is
the Bills?
I heard Anthony Richardson got demoted.
But the Bills are good too.
We're here every week.
The thing with I'm cool with the Bills, all the Bills, except for just one Bill. Really, I just don't like.
Who?
Who is
You
it?
know
Who is it?
You know who you know which Buffalo Bill I despise.
I actually don't. I genuinely
I know,
don't.
I'm
He's
so
he
desperate
he
thinking
he
about
wore
it.
he wore a brown and yellow jersey in college.
Brown
Wyoming.
and yellow jersey.
Wyoming.
See now that's fighting words. That's fighting words. That's
You have to.
fighting words.
I'm telling you, it's ever since that guy was drafted, I'm like, there's something about this guy. It's Mendoza has it too.
He's too perfect. He's
they're too-
purty. He's got
yeah,
a great wife.
They're like a
He's
TV
Great
literally one
quarterback.
of the
fan base.
nicest QBs in
Like,
the league.
Mendoza
He's
too.
literally
TV
Too
quarterback.
perfect.
TV quarterback. Yeah, TV quarterback. This is to make you think he could win it at any time.
He's even better because he's not like sparkly clean like Mendoza. Like, I don't use my cell phone at night because it's bad.
He's
No,
married to
just
like
just
an
like a normal guy,
actress.
He's
and his
married
fan base
to
likes
a
to jump through tables
superstar
and drink beer.
He's
And he's like,
married to an
"That's
actress.
awesome, bro.
It's
Rock
so
on."
TV quarterback. It's so movie quarterback. Like,
He
it's just,
is the
And
East
he's my
Coast Justin
quarterback.
Herbert.
Yeah.
Argue me that he's the East Coast Justin Herbert.
Oh,
Low-key,
wow.
low-key.
Tall, blonde, maybe
Yeah,
a little
you're right.
dreamy.
Everyone wants their quarterback to look
Both
like
have-
Justin
Josh
Herbert.
Allen's a
Everyone
good-looking
loves
guy.
their
I'll
wives
say
too.
it.
Both their wives are famous. Like,
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's just like a perfect quarterback, like that America wants to see, and Josh Allen is one of those guys.
and his name is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's
No,
true too.
No, I've
They
got a
like
guy
His
for
name
it.
is Kermit the Frog. His
So-
name is
Kermit
Kermit
the
Kitty's-
Frog.
Kitty's
By the
actually
way,
been
I
saying that
heard-
for a minute, and then the Rams traded for Miles Garrett, and
Yeah, they
know,
ruined
it's
it.
kinda-
And of
Knicks
course-
is
They ruined
And
actually
they're going to get
ahead of
Aaron Donald
schedule.
back. They're going to get Aaron
Yeah,
Donald
it's gonna
back.
be tough for the Bears now. You're damn right. You're goddamn right. I'm sorry. I meant. Excuse me.
I have my own Super Bowl prediction.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah. I'll just go and say it. I think so. Y'all know where the Super Bowl is being held this year, right?
Yeah, Los Angeles.
It is being held in Los
Oh,
Angeles.
yeah.
And we all know. And we all know the Rams are going to get Aaron Donald back. And they have the MVP, who I don't think is going to take a step back. I don't think he's going to get back-to-back MVP, but I think he's still going to be really good this year. They have two great wide receivers. They got Kyron Williams, who's a solid back. They have a super team. I think they're making the Super Bowl. So the thing is, we've already had 2 Super Bowls where we've had a home team, right? We're going to get a third, but it's going to be the first of this kind. Because it'll be the first Super Bowl where both teams are the
LA
home team.
versus LA
Rams
Super
versus
Bowl,
Chargers
yeah.
Super Bowl is my official prediction for this
Yeah,
year.
that's a very safe bet. Like I wouldn't be mad at anybody making that prediction. That is a straight
We've
up
joked
good
about that
prediction.
several times on this stream before,
Yeah,
actually.
But what happens is, like, for me, I start to think of like, oh, so it's
On
August
paper.
and we already know who's winning the Super Bowl. Well, Vegas isn't going to like that shit. And I tell you right now, Vegas will deploy all sorts of mobsters to make sure that doesn't happen.
They're gonna take out
Our
they're gonna
only
take out
worry
Joe
of the
Alt's ankles
Rams
They're
again.
taking out all sorts of ankles
only worry of
like
the
that
Rams
figure skater did.
is the O-line. And then, of course, if Stafford's back goes out because of said O-line,
I don't know. Those pregnant women medications are working good on him. So.
they definitely would be active at the trade deadline. I'd say that for sure.
Oh, well, look, Max Crosby, he's going to be on the move when the Raiders are out of it. And you know where he's going to go, right? Okay.
I
End of
mean,
story.
he fought with Kurt Coachane
Either the
was
Bills
fighting
or
Crosby
the
at camp,
Rams
apparently.
is where he's going to go. He's going to go to the Bills or the Rams at the end of
I'll
before
take
the
him.
deadline.
I'll take him.
Yeah, well, I
I'll
think he's
take
going to go to one or the other. I really do.
If he goes to the Rams, I feel like we should just cancel the league. Just
And they'll
cancel-
do it.
cancel the season.
They'll cancel the next 5 years of Los Angeles Rams football. They don't give a
It's
shit
gonna
just
be
to win
Von-
this year in their state.
It's gonna be
They will
Von Miller. It's gonna be Von
I
Miller.
want to
Rams
let
2-0 now.
Kenny go.
do. I think Von may
last.
go to Denver. I think Von still goes back to Denver. I think that's where he wants to be.
I want Kenny to go last here. I'm looking at, of course, at NFL.com and the schedule, and of course, the big talking points that everyone's excited about for Week 1. And of course, we have to start with the number 1 on the list. Who wants the Browns quarterback job? Of course, it is officially announced that Deshaun Watson will start this game against Chicago.
Because it's
I-
away.
I expect Shador to probably start the second game.
The home game.
David and Chimera, who do you think wins the Browns starting quarterback job, at least out of camp?
All right.
I'm gonna say
I
Deshaun
reckon-
Watson.
I can see it, but I really just think Deshaun is washed at this point. He hasn't been good since like 2020, and he hasn't played a full season also since 2020. I just think he's
God.
cooked. I think thank God. And I just think he's done. I think the Browns QB1 this year will be Shadur Sanders.
That's probably a good guess.
I'm not saying he's gonna hold the job.
But just
I'm
out
just
of camp.
saying he'll win the job.
Yeah.
Yes. Not saying he's gonna hold it.
I suppose.
How does
I think Shadur has the potential to surprise some people.
How does JJ McCarthy respond after Kyler Murray was named the starting
up,
quarterback
everybody?
to the Minnesota Vikings?
What's up, John Jay?
They of course
up,
also
Papa
have
J?
Carson Wentz on the
Hey.
roster as well. And what
They have a
Papa
pretty
John Jay.
stacked QB room, if you
Papa
ask
J.
me.
You got to admit, man,
Hold
I-
on a
I'm-
second.
4
I'm-
years,
They
four
named-
different
they
starting
named
their starting
quarterbacks.
quarterback.
They named Kyler Murray the
Right.
starter. They
Today,
also
I
have
think.
Carson Wentz on the roster.
Yeah.
And
The
again,
correct
and very
choice.
impressive. 4 years, 4 different starting quarterbacks for the Minnesota Vikings. Do they settle that this year? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge in the draft. That's a pretty chaotic model.
I honestly don't. If you want my take, I will say this. I think Kyler revives his career with the Vikings, and I think they re-sign him, and I think he'll be their starting quarterback going forward.
They
I
do
don't think
play
they're
in a
gonna make
dome,
the
do
same
they
mistake
not?
with Sam Darnold.
They do.
I believe they do. Yes,
They do.
That's
Kills
good
a lot
for
of birds.
him.
Kills
Yeah.
a lot of birds.
Well, the thing about Kyler is he claims to be 5'10", but if he's standing next to a guy 5'10", why does he
He's-
look so short?
He's
And,
5'7".
I mean, like being able
wrong
to
with
see
5'7"?
Justin Jefferson to get him the ball.
Do the Vikings sign Diego Pavia?
Oh wow.
Oh,
You know the
I
thing
mean,
with Pavia
Kyler,
was
Diago.
yeah, but Pavia it wasn't a skill thing. It was apparently he had it like this. There was an attitude. There was a behavioral thing going
Oh
on.
yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
so shook.
So
when
the
Ravens
Raiders. So I'm going to say the
invited him.
Raiders. Raiders
Raiders.
practice squad. Raiders practice squad for
Raiders.
Pavia.
Actually, Skylar Thompson got hurt, and the Ravens actually signed a UFL quarterback.
Well, that's probably a nice
Yeah.
bet. Guy was playing just recently. I like that.
It might be fun to watch him. I will say
I
that.
think there's a lot of good players there that we just don't like. If we could, bring here and train up, I think they would be just fine. I also think there should be a completely different football league where people who are like 5 foot to 5'6" should be able to have their own league. It would be fucking awesome. And
Hell
those
yeah.
are the most
the
those
amount
are
of
the most athletic
CTE we
people
will
in the
see
whole
in that
world.
league from little man syndrome
The most
ramp through the
athletic
league.
people, this is a fact, are 5 foot to 5'6". That is a fact. And so if you want to take those heights away from the sport, I think that sucks because I was under 5'7", and I couldn't play in college because I was way too small to play basketball. And in
Yeah.
baseball, I'm not going to play first base in baseball. There's a guy that's a foot taller than me, so they're not going to put me in first base.
John Jay will
Shortstop, baby. Second base.
John
Super
Jay will
shortstop.
actually like this.
Outfielder.
That mindset
Mini
carries
shortstop.
over to soccer a little bit. And one of the problems they were talking about it after the World Cup, why does the U.S. struggle? And they talked about the U.S. puts too much importance on certain measurables, kind of like football. If you're not this, can't run that, you'll never make it to the next level.
Well, we see it every
What
year.
matters more in lower countries, ball skills.
Hell
Ball
yeah.
skills over everything.
That's all that matters, of course.
Exactly. And the U.S. doesn't prioritize ball skills and natural players.
So there's a ton of really good athletes that are not big enough to play in professional sports, and I think that we are the ones who miss out on that shit.
Yeah, and I honestly feel like you see that in the league now. Like, dude, you ain't seen no Troy
What do you think of
Polamalu,
this?
Brian Dawkins, Ed Reed, Ronnie Lott. Like, you don't
Yeah.
see that anymore, man.
Yep.
Like, the
It's not even
natural ball
encouraged to
skills aren't
try.
there.
Like you can't be you have to be a certain. We do it every year for the draft. You have to be this tall. Your
Yeah.
arms can't be 32 and a half. They have to be 33.
Yeah.
Like
Ruben
it just,
Bain
it all-
Jr.
it-
Wink,
you know,
wink.
So
crazy.
I would like to chime in on the quarterback situation. So when it comes to Cleveland, there was a fun interview. I don't know if Kenny saw it because he's very invested. Where a reporter tried to put words in the coach's
I
mouth.
saw
Yeah,
that
to
interview,
Monken.
John Jay.
Monken,
I saw
yeah.
that.
So basically, what he was saying, I never said that Watson was better than Shador. At the same time, he also said that I have never said that Shador is declining. So
Yeah.
basically, he I don't know what happened during that interaction, but
That's
it's
Brown's
just a
media,
soundbite.
bro. They're diabolical.
Dude, they are.
Brown's media, when I got there, I was like, I thought our fan base was like, our media was crazy. These motherfuckers, they don't even have a player or someone who ever coached in their media, in the Browns media. That's crazy.
I
So
dated a girl, and her entire family is from Berea, Ohio, up there where the practice facility is for the Browns. Die-hard Browns fans, man. Browns fans are different. So is there, like a whole everything.
Bless them.
my take is very simple. Deshaun will get the starter because of seniority, but over time, you have to go with the younger quarterback. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I agree, especially at what he's getting paid. I think it's time to give it a shot.
And then someone brought up Kyler Murray. I don't think Kyler Murray will be a failure because they were showing this on Minnesota's graphic. Every quarterback that Kevin O'Connell has had, he had Kirk Cousins for 2 years. Then he had Sam
he's a
Darnold
quarterback whisperer, they say.
And then JJ McCarthy. I'm not saying JJ McCarthy is really good, but the limitations, he had a winning record. And I do believe that the system will be beneficial for Kyler Murray.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I mean, you got Jetta, and I don't know if Jordan Addison's still in jail or
Addison,
not.
no,
He's had some. I think he's had some legal problems.
That wide receiver room.
You
is
also
crazy.
have the tight end they traded for a year or two ago.
Fryermuth? No, Fryermuth's in Steelers.
Oh my gosh, Hawkinson, TJ Hawkinson.
Hawkinson.
Yep, they added Hawkinson as well. They've got some.
But they've been trying to beef up the lines, but I don't know about their secondary.
Who cares how short the quarterback is when you got someone 6'4" down there somewhere? Which again, man, Jacoby continues to light up every fucking day of camp.
Oh, I wanted to go with Jacoby the whole time.
Somebody else made it.
I do.
Not the Michael Thomas one. There was another. Oh, someone actually called him Young DeAndre.
Oh,
like
I actually do have. I have a bit of a bold Vikings prediction here, going off of my Kyler prediction of him winning the starting job. I believe the Vikings go 13-4 and get the number 2 seed in the NFC.
Wow.
I believe they're going to.
We would never make it to the playoffs if that was true.
Yeah, I fully
draft,
believe.
right?
I fully believe that we're in for another 2024 Vikings-esque season where Sam Darnold just blows up out of nowhere and the Vikings are just this godlike team.
I don't think they're going to be very good, to be honest with you.
I mean, all right. Their first,
schedule.
all right, I'm looking at their picks from the draft.
And I did.
Right?
I went game by game and predicted each game. And I still
pick
came out
118, Caleb Banks, which I think Kenny will agree high upside, but
Yeah, but the injury risk is way too high for
Second round, Jake Galladay, Cincinnati linebacker, which I liked Galladay.
We all loved him, yeah.
A third round, not a guy I was huge on, but I know the Niners gang was Big Citrus, Dominique Orange.
Yeah, but not in the third round. Fifth round, maybe.
Maybe fourth even.
I'll give you fourth.
They took Caleb Tierman, tackle from Northwestern. I like
Caleb Tiernan a lot. I thought he went too late, actually.
They had a fuck ton of third round picks. Jacoby Thomas, the safety from Miami. I liked him as well.
Yeah.
Max Bredson, the tight end from Michigan. Great blocking. Charles Demmings from Steve F. Austin, who is my Bilal Kone this year. Yeah. High upside, small college guy. Demon Claiborne, one of the best running backs. Yeah. Center, last pick of the draft. So I kind of like what they did in the draft.
They had a good draft, a very good draft. I don't think it's a great draft because of their first pick, but it was a very good draft.
I would agree with that.
I have a counter argument for our good friend Chimera. Like he has his prediction. I respect it. When I look at that division, I am not sold on the Lions. I'm not sold on Green Bay.
Yeah.
The only team I'm sold with, and this is really,
I feel you on this, though,
the
John.
Bears. And when it comes to the Vikings, I think it's going to be like the last season where the entire division had at least 8 wins. Like even the 4th place team had 8 wins. It's going to be one of the most competitive divisions. So even though I do feel confident with my assessment with Kyler Murray, a quarterback-friendly system, he's going to have a lot of – and the defense is way better than Arizona. And so he's not going to carry the team. The team will carry him. But I think the Bears are the only team in that division I think that can win. Not because, I have a friend from YTC who likes the Bears. It has nothing to do with that. But until the Packers can show me that they can actually be, again, Love is a good quarterback, but I think he has some limitations.
Well, Matt Golden is now their main wide receiver.
And then
Dontavian Wicks is gone. Romeo
him,
Dobbs is gone. Dobbs and Wicks is gone. Hunter Kraft was hurt last year. Go ahead, John Jay. Sorry.
And then I'm not trying to be messed up to Lions fans, but like I worry when a running back gets a lot of money because the injury factor gets a little bit. And so I'm not saying.
And Montgomery's gone.
So we'll see what happens. I do think even if the Vikings finish in last place, I think they'll have 8 wins. It's just like last year.
Green Bay didn't have a great draft either. They got Brandon Cisse, which I like him. He's going to take a little bit of time to grow. Chris McClellan's 3rd-round defensive tackle. After that, I don't like anything they did the rest of the draft, to be honest.
I agree.
I suppose as a bit of a counter argument, I will now give, if you will allow me to give my full NFC North record prediction.
Go ahead.
From top to bottom. Yeah, so you already know at the number 2 seed I have the Vikings at 13-4. And 2nd place in that division, I have the Lions at 12-5 as the number 6 seed. I think the Lions bounce back this year, and I think they could go deep in the playoffs. I wouldn't be.
Well, they're talking to Terry and Arnold right now. If
I
they
have
were able
this
to steal
gut
him,
feeling that the Lions take a step back again. That Ben Johnson.
I sure hope not. I like the Lions.
They have the second most injuries behind us, them and the Giants. So,
oh boy. Well, in 3rd place, I have the Bears, who I do have taken a step back. I have the Bears at 10-7.
Yeah.
And
Detroit's going to be a tough schedule. That's for damn sure.
Detroit took Blake Miller at 17 overall, which was kind of one of the big oohs of the drafts.
Yeah, it was a little early.
They are also moving. Was it Penne from right to left? I think it is.
Which I think is a mistake.
They lost their other starting tackle.
Yeah, big mistake.
So
big mistake. Chad?
Their 2nd pick was Derek Moore, high upside edge rusher. They do need more edge. After that, though, their entire draft after that, I'm like, they could have hit way more.
Also not great. I don't know how you mess up that last draft.
I think you liked Keith Abney the 2nd, though, didn't you, Kenny?
Yeah, but later.
So fun fact.
Or was it the other Arizona corner?
Fun fact of our
I liked Genesis Smith. He was a safety.
That's it.
Fun fact of our good friend Chad. He likes the Steelers, but he was talking to me one time. He said he also likes the Eagles. So he has 2 football teams.
When does the next Call of Duty come out?
He's crossing the streams in Pennsylvania.
Oh God!
I'm crossing the streams.
One time, Katie told me he's never going to admit it, but he said that he wore an Eagles jersey.
I've never worn an Eagles jersey, but they have a nice jersey. That dark green is pretty dope.
Some of theirs, are kind of nice, but I mean,
and the Kelly green
black
is
and
pretty.
Purple, bro. Come on,
the Kelly green is dope. Yeah, no, you're right.
And when the Ravens wear their all black
and gold
out alternatives, bro,
I also like the Penn State. That navy blue with the white is pretty dope. Right? It's pretty dope.
I feel that. There's some good college teams.
And then for my last place team in the NFC North, I have the Packers at 8-9. They are the only team I have with a losing record in that division.
I can agree with the Vikings and the Packers all the way at the bottom of that.
That would be a fun division, even though.
Yeah, I can see that. I think Chicago. Actually, I think Green Bay's going to go after that.
So Call of Duty is bringing back Modern Warfare.
Uh-oh.
A lot of people,
So there's a new Call of Duty coming out?
October 23rd of this year is
shit.
the next Call of Duty comes
That's
out.
what I told
I'm
everyone.
Just putting that out there now.
Here's what's going to happen. Kyler's going to be great, and then the buy is going to come. And he's going to have a week to play, and he's going to be like, I swear, I'm only going to play for like 6 hours straight. And he's going to be like 4 days in a row, like just like up for 4 days, bro.
Amon St. Brown had an up and down season.
And then second half of the season,
and
Kyler
just
Murray.
Saying he got caught on NBA 2K like at 2 or 3 in the morning playing fucking like my court. Like,
so what you're saying
someone recognized his gamer tag.
So what you're saying is that Call of Duty is a
trash game.
It's like quicksand.
It's making another game, but they're taking an old concept. Wow.
Yeah, they can't think of anything new.
Games.
Come on, what's up?
That's the new motto for EA.
Stop stealing our childhood and making it worse.
Remember, I just want to play more Power World with my fiance. Catch my pals.
In the words of gamers, we'll still buy it. We'll still buy it.
Yeah,
dude, I bid on. The only thing I pay for is Game Pass. Game Pass, I don't care what people say about Microsoft. It's worth the money. It's absolutely worth the money.
I wish I had more money to pay for subscription stuff. I just am broke as shit. And I don't have a job either, so I'm stuck.
Maybe you should think about doing some escort work.
Feetpics.com.
Some people want to go on dates. You could take them on dates. They'll even pay. They just want companionship.
You know, it's funny when the PGA Tour comes to Augusta, around where I used to live, all of a sudden Craigslist used to fill up with like escort ads. And it was, but I'm telling you, the one that really they posted about was for the WPGA Tour. And them old ladies wanted some.
Those old ladies.
I used to go read the Craigslist ads, like, and I'm like, how bad do I need this new car?
Rich 50s looking for 20s companionship, nothing more.
So I have a question. There was a video game many years ago, when I was younger, called Crazy Taxi.
Oh, that's fun.
Someone told me, I don't know if this is true, but I need someone to confirm this. But apparently they said that the game is inspired by Philadelphia standards.
Man, you can't even drive in Philly. The streets are tiny.
Damn.
You can't, like, they have cars on both sides, and then they have cars going down the middle, and it's just people walking everywhere in the middle of the street. Philly's horrible.
Can we talk about the real hero of like cities? Truckers. Have you ever seen those fucking truckers like that go into big cities? That was the moment I knew I couldn't be a trucker in life. Like, we always joked about it. My friends joked about it because I did so many cross country drives. But I saw them truckers one time in the big city, and I was like, nah, I can't do that.
We have our good friend in the chat, Brian Pope.
I can't see the chat.
We're everywhere.
Brian,
what's up?
Pokemon, Digimon, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is fucking goated, by the way. Like, I played all those Jurassic Park games. Crazy Juice. Sorry.
I could never do trucking for a reason of I just don't like driving in general. So
you're not looking for the lot lizards?
Not anything that big. That's not fun.
I'm literally, dude, my plan is to take my ass over to Portugal where it's affordable and walkable and I don't have to drive anywhere.
You can take the train to see me in Spain. I'll be in Spain.
España.
Hey!
Hell yeah. I'm moving to Malaga. As soon as I friggin' retire, I'm out of here.
Oh shit,
that's
nice.
Southern Spain. It's mostly Muslim down there, I believe.
Yeah. I know where Malaga is because of a Sidemen video.
It almost never rains there, which I hate the rain. So that's what my goal is.
And whatever happens, the 49ers will play in those countries very soon.
I hope so. That would be incredible.
It might.
Spain is a quick trip, actually. It's one of the fastest. To Amsterdam and to Spain, it's super quick to get there. Lickety split, we say.
The NFL
pop over to Amsterdam, be home by Sunday night.
Whoever wins the Super Bowl runs the international circuit.
Oh, let's play in Amsterdam. What a great idea!
Hey,
the players would get in too much trouble.
Let Joy say hello to Brian Cove.
That like button.
Whoa!
Smack it a like button, eh?
I like my tinfoil.
Spain
That
bans
keeps me safe.
tinfoil.
Wow.
No. Now what will I smoke out of?
What can I build my hats out of?
Unfiltered. This is Kenny Unfiltered. The
Kenny in an alley live.
Pretty sure the 49ers
This
ban self-driving cars after
Insane in Spain.
You're part of that generation. You can still just get a Coke can and poke some holes in it.
Oh, you give me an apple and a corkscrew, and you give me a can of a bottle of bubbles and a straw.
I can tell you stories, but it's not PG.
I need an avocado, bro.
I'm not proud. There was one time when we were younger who wanted some water for a thing that we had borrowed.
A water pipe?
We didn't have any water, but we had Mountain Dew. And
We've done
Mountain Dew can work
Gatorade.
its filtration.
Gatorade also works. Just I heard.
All right,
These damn new
fellas.
kids got all kinds
It's been
of
an
stuff.
honor chatting with you all tonight, but I have
Peace.
been trying to get to bed earlier lately, so I'm gonna dip out. For anyone watching, feel free to follow me on YouTube and TikTok. I upload shorts, plan to upload some skits, and yeah, peace out.
Okay.
Hey, Chimera, before you go away, what's your TikTok?
Whoa. It's Chimera.
Okay.
YouTube, I'm Chimera. TikTok, I'm Chimera. I do anime and NFL content.
Waifus.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Thank you for the information.
Peace out, gentlemen.
Later.
The Lakers.
Hasta la pasta.
Oh yeah, the Lakers got
hold on.
sold. Yeah, the Lakers got
Yeah,
sold.
guess
Finally.
who bought him?
I know.
Rodgers
Elon
owner.
Musk.
So I actually know this because
One of the Kushners,
apparently I'm now hanging out with NBA content people. And
Nice.
apparently Disney said we're gonna buy it
Yeah, man.
because Bob Iger is back with Disney and he is the main investor.
They've been moving money around. That's why Pat McAfee got a big old raise and they fired 6 people.
And you know who else bought him? Who the other owner is Josh Kushner. If you guys don't know who Josh Kushner is, he's the brother of Trump's son-in-law,
Oh, okay.
Ashton Kushner.
I feel bad for
Jared
Kushner. Yeah,
Listen,
Jared.
all Laker
J-Rod?
fans- all Laker fans, you can always be Warrior fans, you know. Our owners are good people.
Yeah.
I just came across a weird story. Veteran reporter David Cavucci has accused Aaron Rodgers of secretly funding the purchase of flock-style license plate cameras for a small Jersey town. Apparently, went through some private LLC to conceal his identity. And,
Smart. Super smart.
Yeah. And of
Super
course,
smart
you know,
because
just
they can't sue you.
given his comments about privacy and surveillance.
And then if you put the company in your mom's name, then nobody can sue you ever. Nobody ever
limited liability company.
try and sue me for being an asshole. Go ahead.
So earlier, you guys were talking about Aaron Rodgers. He's still in the league.
Hey, Aaron? Yeah.
Hey, Aaron.
Right now, he's busy
when you do
mentoring some young
ayahuasca,
quarterbacks.
spend your off seasons down in the Amazon doing experimental things,
Doing shrooms, dancing on pyramids. I mean, you know,
licking
whatever.
toads, hanging out with Joe Rogan.
He said,
Now you're talking about some fun. Some
said,
jungle fun. Jungle fun. That's what
there
it
was a
is.
cartoon. I don't know what it was called. Where like, oh, we got to lick the toads. We got.
I feel like I know exactly which one you're talking about.
sorry.
Too.
He's like, yeah, we
Can't
don't have
remember what it
shrooms,
is, though.
but we have toad. And he's like, what?
I apologize.
He's like, go ahead and lick it.
Whoa.
Yeah, go ahead and lick it.
God, what show was that?
Well, Homer Simpson has done that, where he's tripped on a toad.
Yeah.
And then he had a journey
Homer
where he
Simpson.
talked to a fox or something. And then
The joke is, if the Simpsons didn't do it, South Park did it.
Simpsons
South Park
did it.
didn't do it. Family Guy did it.
Simpsons did it.
I'm so glad you brought up the Simpsons because recently this video popped in where Homer is Krusty the Clown or something, and then he's beating up the Hamburglar and the kid said, "Oh no, you killed him."
Yeah.
It's so messed up. Come here, you little.
know you. That's my purse.
Oh no, that wasn't the toad. The toad was when Homer was being a missionary in the jungle. he ate insanity peppers is when he tripped in the desert and then climbed the pyramid and all that shit. My bad. I got my trips all mixed up.
I know, man. Get it trippy.
They start to like mesh together after a while.
By the way, I was looking at this football thing again, because it's a football channel, right?
Levi,
It's
Yeah. Go
typically
ahead, John Jay.
Levi, I forgot to ask you this
That's
question.
right.
How do you feel about your corner that got hurt?
Oh, dude! Thank God. Apparently, there's nothing
Yeah.
structurally wrong. We were talking about that earlier. Nate Wiggins. Thankfully, it looks okay. But TJ Tampa's been playing. We have so many corners playing so damn well right now.
send
And,
us
the kid
one.
we drafted from Duke, Chandler Rivers, is outstanding. as
Yo,
well.
I talked about him.
Like,
Absolutely.
because we drafted 2 guys last year as well. Like, so thankfully we have a good problem. We're getting trade offers for TJ Tampa nonstop, our former 4th round pick.
I'd hate to give up
Um,
without getting
yeah.
a ton back.
Baltimore knows better than anyone. You can never have too many good corners.
If I drafted
Injuries always
so
happen.
well that people are calling me to want people on my bench, I'm going to make them pay out the nose.
Well, I don't know if you remember last week, I talked a little bit about this. I said the Ravens might have a good problem if we don't have any injuries. We might have so many good corners that we have to cut somebody that will not clear practice.
You got to
waivers.
trade them. Yeah, you got to
But-
trade them.
Well, Marlon went down, Nate went down,
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying if they're not going to be able to survive your practice squad.
And we're very excited to see that. I don't know if you've seen this either. Apparently, we've had so much good stuff coming out of camp the past few days. Several Raven players have thrown shade at John Harbaugh and the former coaching staff. Like case in point, talking about how Mentor runs his meetings, how he teaches football, coaches football, gets all the staff on the same page. Like, it's a very different culture in Baltimore, and I'm something I've been calling for years, and I'm very excited to see. Mark Andrews has had a horrible camp. Other than today, he's had like 7 drops per day.
I can't believe you kept Andrews and let Likely go. Now Likely's going to get like the second most carries on the Giants this year.
So we have a
Yeah, he apparently we offered the same contract to Likely that we gave to Andrews. Likely wanted to test the market. He got less than what we offered him, but at that point, kind of the bridge was burnt in a certain sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather live in New York than Baltimore anyway. No offense. Like
Hibner's had a great camp. We're excited for that. But Mark is not only having drop issues, but separation
But
issues.
wait, you weren't crazy about Hibner, right?
After I watched more of his tape, I'm excited. He's definitely the pass catcher.
Because I told you there, like, don't worry, you got a good one there.
But I'll be
So
right back.
we have a comment in the chat for 49er fans. Apparently the Rams will win, the Seahawks, and then we will finish under 500 in the Cardinals.
Oh wow, I would love those picks, but
Look
that's
at
not gonna
those!
happen.
Look at those records. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think if anything, it's flipped 10-7, but I would love getting a pick being 7-10. I'd love that pick.
He said 9 or 7 and 10.
I don't know how to feel about that.
That's funny. Hey, we got a comedian in there.
Yes, we did.
It's funny because
That's
we
funny.
always think we're going to do so much worse than we do. At least I do. We always do way better than I think.
Remember last year, what we did, it shows you how good our coaching is. And I've had this conversation with YTC because like they've had bad coaching in New York, but when you get the right coaching and then the right players, you're going to win a lot of games.
You got that right.
So I don't think we'll finish with only 7 wins.
Yeah, you don't want to be like me. I use them for labor. Kids are good to use for
Is that
work.
behind you there, Kenny? Is that a
That's
devil's lettuce kind of plant?
That's from the George Bush family.
Don't forget to tune in as season goes.
It came from the Bush estate, and it's a fern.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
It's
Tune in
no,
as
it's not
the
a
season
fern.
goes, buddy.
Okay.
See how this turns out.
we'll just say it's a fern.
We'll say it's a fern. You know,
It's
Listen, listen. If our entire team is
Chinese
healthy,
Maples tree.
if our entire team is healthy, I think we could. I think we could win the division. But I'm being optimist. We'll see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, being healthy.
Like I said,
no.
if we went 3-4 or 12-5 last season with a bunch of third stringers and second year players and rookies, man, we have a much better squad. We'll definitely do a lot better.
Also, I don't want to make excuses, but we were hurt in the NFC divisional round.
Oh yeah, we were running on fumes.
I mean, dude, remember the whole like playoffs for the NFC was us, our division. Like our division was the entire world's NFC championship.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Hey, is Puka hurt? I heard he broke his teeth biting a hooker or something.
I heard he bit her Achilles heel, but she had shrapnel in there from a prior accident, and he busted his gums all up.
Now he can't play week 1.
No, and he's wearing like a Hannibal mask, like Silence of the Lambs.
Man,
I heard he might get suspended, but we'll see.
He could miss the first game, so which is perfect because I got the Rams starting 0-2 anyway. So
they always start a little slow.
Let's hope.
So the Rams don't. I mean, they don't get to pick what game he misses. I heard something like that somewhere. I was like, say what? Like he's gonna get suspended. They pick which game he's gonna be suspended. The league does.
Oh, okay. Well, I was hoping you wouldn't say the Rams would get to pick because I was like, that doesn't.
That doesn't. That's the But I think the league gets to pick. But saying that, the Rams have an influence on the league. Just kind of how they made the 49ers their opponent in Australia. They picked the Niners, and they asked for the Niners, so they gave it to them. Kind of the same thing that they might influence the league into giving him a suspension on the day that they want them to. Has anybody heard that?
I don't know anything about it.
What I can say about the Rams since they've opened up the new stadium, I don't know about the games and the league, but when it comes to that new stadium, this will be kind of messed up to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. They need to pay back all the money that they spent on that stadium, and that's why they have so many of these events that are going over there, and that's why the Rams are playing pretty well. And I'm not throwing no accusations. It's just that right now the Rams have the financial power when it comes to their stadium.
They've always bought championships.
At the moment, what I feel, and I could be wrong, if I'm 100% I'm wrong, this is just my opinion, is that the league does cave a little bit to the financial dollar when it comes to Los Angeles. That's why you have two teams sharing that, even though it's technically the Rams' home. Just like in New York, it's technically the Giants, not the Jets' home. It's technically the Giants.
Yeah. Nobody thinks that's Jets Stadium. No one ever thought that. So, it's always been Giants Stadium. And literally, it's always been Giants Stadium.
I'm going to say that's my hypothesis. So,
I'll say this about Giants Stadium. I remember it saying Giants Stadium on the side. I don't ever remember it saying Jet Stadium on the side, but I assume it was on the other side. I just don't remember ever seeing it.
Now, maybe I could be wrong because, you are from the area. But I've like the old stadium before they tore that down. There were Giants, like outside, Giants.
Yeah, I remember it saying Giants on the outside. Yeah,
because they for whatever the reason they would always show a lot of New York Giants game when I was a kid, and when Eli Manning, a lot of their games were like here locally, which is kind of weird. I don't live in New York.
I've always thought that all Los Angeles teams have always bought their championships. That's just how it works. I've always believed that, and it's nothing personal. It's just what you have to do when you don't have talented teams, players, or coaches. So
I want to apologize to my good friend Crazy Juice because I know he loves the Dodgers, but since they have Ohtani, they're somehow winning, and I do not like it.
Hey, you can't blame them. They
have the money.
They got the money. They got the talent. Yeah. Hey,
that's it.
That's
all you need.
Listen, I'm just being an angry Giants fan because my team is horrible this year.
Do you think if the Browns had the money they wouldn't have a Super Bowl? They don't have any money in Cleveland. There's like 11 other teams in that area that people love. Ohio State, the Bengals, like if the Cardinals, the White Sox, the Cubs, like that whole area is saturated. You know, they don't have the money. What a great market, though. Great market.
Well, bro, look at what they named the team. The Browns. I mean, yes, it was after a guy.
Yeah,
It was after
wait,
a guy, but you guys
I have a
come up with
perfect,
something more creative.
Let's see if I can. I hope I don't break something here. Hold on, here it is. There it is.
That was long before the poo emoji came out, but still. You know?
I mean, that was the original plans for the helmet, but people were like, no.
I'm gonna look it up.
Do you ever wonder? And again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Cleveland. There must be some great things about that city. I've never been there, so
It's not Detroit, at least.
But I think at one point they had a pit bull at the middle of their,
I think you're right. Yeah, definitely some type of dog, probably a bulldog or a pit
and then
bull.
I don't want to be mean, but I'm going to say it anyway. Dogs have to go to the bathroom, so maybe okay, that's enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's enough.
But I don't know how you can be so bad for so long. I just don't get it. I don't find it to be hard.
Listen,
like if I had a crack team of like scouts and people that I picked myself, I feel like we would be kicking ass.
I know Kenny's going to disagree with me, but I'm going to say it. They will ruin Shedeur Sanders until he leaves, and he'll have great success. And I've always said
history has said that, yeah, pretty much.
And I've always said it. He has to go to the Jets, and he will fix the Jets.
I wanted him to go to the Jets, but that wasn't going to happen, sadly. I wanted it to happen last year, though. Like I wanted him to be there this year.
Oh, what? So the Browns were named the Browns because they held a contest in 1945. It says.
Oh my God, this is real.
And everybody voted for a name, and they came up with the Cleveland Panthers. But I guess at that time there was a previous local minor league named the Cleveland Panthers that failed, so the owner rejected it.
Mm-hmm.
So they named it after their head coach, Paul Brown.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's Paul Brown Stadium.
And then after that, he got kicked out, and then he started another team called the
Cincinnati.
Bengals.
Exactly. Which we're very close to because the Yorks and them, they're from Cleveland.
Yeah.
And those people all know each other. And in fact, Bill Walsh, wasn't he on Cleveland?
Yeah.
Didn't he? They wanted to bring him to Cleveland, and his own coach that he worked under was sabotaging him so that he could stay with him.
So this is the story. So when he was in Cincinnati, everyone knew Bill Walsh was a very intelligent, person when it came to drawing
ahead of his time.
But the head coach at the time was like, no one is going to ever accept this offense because at the time he said this offense is so confusing.
A jealous asshole.
And so he comes to San Francisco. No, I think he goes to Stanford first, and then he goes to San Francisco.
Yes.
And then if you're old enough in the 80s, and I think everyone here in the 80s saw the Niners, there's a reason why the great Taylor is now in the Hall of Fame because what he was doing is basically every person on that field was doing something. The offensive line was not doing one thing. The running backs were not doing one thing. And even though at the time, Joe Montana, was play action, moving around. He wasn't a person that stayed in the pocket. And so if you're old enough to see those teams, and unfortunately I'm not, but there's a reason why the Niners were very fun to watch, even if you were not a 49ers fan.
Yeah, especially when you're supposed to be watching the Giants or Jets and they suck. So luckily the 49ers existed.
Thank God.
Yeah.
And so now I remind NFL fans that if it wasn't for Bill Walsh, he really has influence. And I said this to YTC as a joke. Bill Walsh technically has influenced every team in the NFL. I want to say that maybe I'm being a cocky 49er fan. Because everybody runs their West Coast offense in some form.
I don't know. Confidence, cocky, same thing.
Oh, look at Damian Lee. Collins was so sick to Damian Lee. That's a good one.
Yeah, man. Bengals, we gave them the business.
I don't like Chris Collinsworth. He's a man, I think, almost in his 60s. I don't know how old he is.
He's
and
a
he still
dick.
has a grudge. I'm so bad. When I was in my 20s, I lost twice to that stupid team in San Francisco.
Yeah, but he also ruined PFF, which was
Taylor
decent
Green.
once.
You know what? I don't want to be mean to Collinsworth, but come on, man. Like, your team made it to the Super Bowl twice. That's an accomplishment. I know it's not Super Bowl.
Yeah. I don't value the Super Bowl as much as other people do. I think if you can get to the Super Bowl, you've already proved to me you're the shit. In one day, anybody can win in one day. Play 20 of them, whoever wins 11 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then that may prove something. And even then, I still don't think it proves anything. It's just every day is different. The worst team can beat the best team. So you just get to the Super Bowl, to me, you've made it. I give you your respect. So, of course you want to win it.
I know you want to win it. Like, nobody wants to be that team that in the final game of the year you are the loser because you went through your schedule, you made it all the way to the last game and you could not finish the job. And so, yes, being like the conference champion is an accomplishment in itself, saying that you're the best team in your conference. You want to win it. You want to win it. Now, someone asked me this question. A friend of Mr. YTC said, would you rather have 10 seasons in a row of making it to the Super Bowl, but you made it, 10 conference championship in a row, win one, and then be garbage for 9 years? I would rather make it to the Super Bowl instead of being garbage for 9 years. That's just my take.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd rather make it every year and win twice than win 5 and miss the other 5 years. I don't want to watch any season where we suck. It's fucking boring, and it's the middle of October, and I'm done, and it's no fun. So I'd rather see them in contention every year.
Around that time, 2010, those were horrible years. I think we won 2 games that season or something.
That's the worst feeling, man. Think about all the teams every year. We don't give a shit because our team's the shit regardless, but other teams, their season is over in the middle of October, and they feel like pure shit. And I feel bad for those people because I know they love football as much as I do, and their team is out of it. That sucks. Like, I feel bad for those people.
Are you talking about Jets and Cardinals fans?
And Browns. Yeah.
When the Patriots were winning a lot of games and they were winning all those Super Bowls,
they've been winning a lot of games for a long time.
Yeah, half of my family is Patriots fans, and my young nephew, he's obviously a Patriots fan, and I met him, and I had my Niner gear on, and he's like, "Why would you root for a team that sucks?" You know, he didn't know about the dynasty.
Right.
And his dad said, "Actually, they're a dynasty team." And he said, "The Niners?" You know, it's been so long that we sucked for so.
Yeah, we're like
long
Rome.
time.
We're like when Rome ruled. Like, it's a million years ago.
Yeah.
The fuck is Rome? What do you mean Rome? That tiny fucking country? No, Spain. No, shut up. Forget
Rule
it.
the world? What?
I'm not gonna explain it to you. I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. When he said that, that's when reality hit for me. Like, man, it's been a while.
It has been a while. Yeah.
We sucked for a long time, you know.
So just real quick, and I don't know if I think most people do know this. Everyone, KC is a force now, right? They're a dynasty. They've done their damage, but dude, they waited 50 years to win another Super Bowl. Like, just what? So like, just if you back up a little bit and look at the picture a little further away, you start to be like, oh, you can tame your your emotions of it, and like, just it doesn't, you see the big picture. I think we have 5 Super Bowls, and when people give me shit about that, they're like, you haven't won 30 years. I'm like, motherfucker, it's hard to win your 6th Super Bowl. All right, You don't know shit about that.
Absolutely.
So, like, yeah, good for
Absolutely.
you for winning your second or first or third Super Bowl. Good for you. But when you hit 5, 6, then you can talk shit to me and I'll take it. I'll be like, yes, you're right. We fucking only won 6. You won 7. I got nothing to tell you. So
Like-
until then, though,
A good example. A good example is Green Bay. Like they won the first 2, then it took them until the '90s with Brett Favre to win their third one, and Brett Favre was there for a long time, and he could not get another one. And then
and he was really
Aaron
good.
Rodgers, like they were supposed to lose to the Steelers, and they beat the Steelers, and then what happened in the rest of Aaron Rodgers' career? He did not win another one, and so like you said, Kenny, you're absolutely right. It's not easy winning a Super Bowl, and people used to make fun of the Chiefs, like, oh, they're not winning. Like you said, so many years, and now they're winning, and now people are like, oh, we don't want to see the Chiefs win no more. We're tired.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's hard. And anybody will tell you got to be really lucky too. Bill Walsh himself has said it. He says, like, everything's got to go perfect and you got to have luck. Like, it's just a lot of things.
Also, for 49er fans, like, we've been to 7 NFC championship games since 2011. And yes, we've had some bad years in between, but you go to 2011, we are a very successful NFC team. And I always like to do this because YTC reminds me the Cowboys have not been to the NFC Championship game, I think, since the 90s.
See, that's terrible.
We have.
That's terrible.
So,
yeah.
So, like, take it like the half empty the water bottle.
But if you notice, like, you won't hear much shit from Dallas fans because they know this shit. Like, they're like, so you're not gonna, like, nobody wants to get into the fight knowing they don't have the ammo to win it. Like, so that's what I was saying before. Like, if you're the Pats or if you're the Steelers, right? You can talk shit because you got more Super Bowls. But if you don't, we got to, we talk it out on the field.
Absolutely. It's hard to get to the big game, and it's hard to win the big game, especially when you have like dynasty teams like that you'll go up against, like the Patriots or Kansas City Chiefs. That's an uphill battle all the way through, and to keep all your guys healthy throughout the whole season and be able to make it there, that's incredibly hard. And that's why I don't have a problem with Kyle. A lot of people give Kyle a lot of dirt because he's never won the Super Bowl. Well, it's really hard to get there. To get all the right coaches together, to get all the right players together, and to all make them work under the same scheme that you've been teaching them at. I think that's a hard thing. I didn't even know that my camera was off.
It's a lot of moving parts. That it's not just you, but you're like orchestrating the whole thing, right? Mm-hmm. You're like trying to manage all of these people yourself, and then when you don't win the Super Bowl, they're like, "That guy's trash." He didn't win the Super Bowl, and it's like, "But I've been here how many times, bro? Like, what more do you want from me?"
And then they bring up like, "Oh well, McVay did it." Well, that's because he's a great coach.
He got lucky. He got lucky. He'll tell you.
He got lucky.
Also,
he'll tell you himself.
Yeah. He also traded.
They make it sound like he's like a Bill Walsh type. They make him sound like he's Coach Reed. That type of caliber. He's won once, one Super Bowl.
But they didn't win in 2020, did they? The COVID year. That wasn't.
No, they got one.
That was the Buccaneers with Tampa Bay. Because, that's right, the rigged Super Bowl. My bad.
Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers. That makes 5.
Totally rigged Super Bowl.
I think 5, Steve-O, if you're including Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Flacco's back up in Cincinnati still, I think. So.
Well, he won the Super Bowl as a starter, so that qualifies.
Yeah,
and
he's on a roster.
Rodgers won a Super Bowl as a starter. But other than that, it's Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts,
35 years ago. Well, most of the rings of Super Bowls have gone to the same quarterback and the same coach. It's like a handful of coaches and quarterback.
Oh, then there's 6. Then there's 6 because don't forget Jalen Hurts. Don't forget Jalen Hurts.
Hmm.
Even
Sam
though
Darnold.
I don't think he's that great.
Well, Super Bowls are team stat anyway, so.
Oh yeah, no. Don't blame Kyle, and at the same time, don't blame. It's all Kyle's fault. And then when you talk about quarterbacks, no, it's all Brock's fault. When
It's
you're
all this
talking
guy.
about, yeah, it's all it's. You can't have both of them. You know, I mean, it is both of them. I mean, it wasn't even Brock's fault.
It's easier if you think as every single player together is one unit.
There
That's
you
all
go.
you
That's
should
what I'm
think of.
trying to say.
There's no one person, and no one person
That's what
won
I'm
it.
trying to say.
And
Yeah,
not just these
exactly.
10 people. And even the guy who's sitting on his ass prepared the team to get where they were that week in practice.
So
Everybody has a part of it.
I looked it up. There have only been 9 NFL quarterbacks that have won multiple Super Bowls. 9.
Yeah. But how
They
many
have-
did those 9 win, right?
If you combine it, they have won 40 of the total Super Bowls.
And that's like what, more than half or half? What are we at?
A
60?
little bit more than half.
Yeah, that's incredible, right? But that just goes to show greatness is greatness. Like you don't just like it's very hard to be a legend in the NFL.
Yep. I think I looked it up one time and it said that there was like over 200 49ers have rings, Super Bowl rings, and like 100 and something have multiple rings. Maybe it was even more than that. I forget what the number was. But the Rams have like 60 something. Because some of them won twice.
Yeah. I don't get
It's
rings or
interesting
any trophies, so I don't really care.
But it is what it is.
You
We're
know
gonna
what would
get
be
ours this
awesome
season.
if we won a Super Bowl? What the city should do is they should be so fucking rich that they should send every 49er fan a ticket to a game. Now that would be nice, right?
Well, I actually know what's going to happen.
All 3 million.
When,
Fucking A, there might be more, but I don't give a shit. You won the Super Bowl and then we gave it to you from watching it. That's how you won.
when the Niners were in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs a few years back, the city basically was expecting at least 1 million people.
Wow. Yeah. We bring a lot of money into that town, Santa Clara. How many stores they have in that place now?
That's dumb little. Never mind. I'm not gonna. This is gonna piss the hell out of me.
But remember, like John Jay, I told you, man, if you're gonna move the stadium that far away, then you need to have a shuttle that goes from the city directly to the stadium and directly back. Like you can't just move that shit and then expect all those people to get their way down there like that.
Here's the problem. When the stadium opened up, we have a train system known as Caltrain. You know, too bad our good friend Korey's not with us. You know, we would always talk about this. If you live in the middle of the city, which is like the downtown area, it's walking distance to there. It takes 1 hour and 40 minutes with their express.
Oh hell no! Yeah, no, that's
and then
too long.
when you get off, you cannot get off at Santa Clara because then it's very so you have to get off at the following stop, and then you have to take a bus and then connect to a shuttle. Yeah. And so for those, and again, maybe it's just the person that lives nearby the city because I don't live in the city anymore, but it's a headache. And then also, people talk about when people who lived in San Jose would drive up, you know, it was a headache. The funny thing about it, if you're driving down, it's actually more confusing. And so during game day, they have to shut down certain areas for traffic it's moving that so people can commute there more easier, but it's still a hassle. And not everyone owns a car because and for those like myself who have this knowledge, we had a shuttle bus that had 8 locations where you would go to a shuttle bus. You would wait. They would pack in the bus. Some people, you were like jammed, stuck in there. And it would hop on a freeway and it would take you there in 15 minutes. That was the longest trip because that was like nearby the Golden Gate Bridge area. And when you got there, there was like 20 buses ready.
Leave
And
it?
if the game ended, they would jam all those buses back and they would take people back to their neighborhoods. But people hated that. Said, "Oh, that's just dumb." And then I don't want to get
No.
kind of messed up, but some people who drove into had to drive in a like a projects, through it, and a lot of people
Mhm.
were happy about it. Now, I'm not
No.
49er fans are bad people. Some people just did not like to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm talking
Isn't
about there
a
should be a
right
train.
there, right next to the
That's
stadium.
what I'm saying.
There's
A train, it has to be like a bullet train for the fans on game day, supplied by the fucking stadium and the team. Get you down there in 45 minutes tops, flying in a tube that goes from here to there and nowhere else. And like that's what they should provide because it's 2026, and if you could put a fucking person on the moon, you could get a train that goes from fucking this place to this place that doesn't leave the air. Like, come on, dude. Let's try harder.
Now, Papa J, you're absolutely right. If you live in the East Bay, you have Amtrak, and Amtrak is just one block away from you.
So that's fancy track.
But again, if you live in the middle or the downtown area, you have to hop on BART, go to Oakland, and then you got to walk I think about a mile to get there.
Wait, you didn't say nothing about going to Oakland. I'm not going to Oakland.
It's not that
there's
bad.
a VTA. There's a VTA light rail also that drops you off right in front of the stadium.
Listen, I'm not trying to say that Oakland is perfect.
Scared the crap out of me.
Oakland is not as bad as people say it is. Of course, it's not. There's no perfect city. There's no such thing as a perfect city, but it's not as bad.
No,
I lived there for
no.
about 3 months.
I'm 50 years old. I got out. I'm not going to die in Oakland. I'm not going to. That's why I came here to retire. Fuck that.
Now, if they
It's
want to
going
put
to
it
take
in
a
San
couple of trains to get to the stadium, but there's the BART and there's a Caltrans that take you to the light rail train that drops you off right in front.
Yeah,
There's
but again, like
Altamont Corridor Express also Amtrak.
well, a lot of people don't know this. Like, even though it's called I make fun of Rudy, even though it's called San Francisco, it's not called Los Angeles area. You have cities. The San Francisco Bay Area, the Bay Area is big. You have the East Bay, you have the South Bay, you have San Francisco, and then you have the North Bay. And so it's a giant region. And so even like if you have all those, it still takes a while just to drive down. Same thing, and I understand driving up from San Jose, yeah, but it's a giant region. I'm not saying we're bigger like New York or Chicago, but it's a big region. And then when you have a bay, there, it's very confusing because then if you live on one side and you got to go to the other, you have to cross bridges, and there are more than just the two bridges. There are a lot of bridges.
Yeah, you got the Dumbarton, the San Mateo Bridge. You got the Bay Bridge also.
Yeah.
I love the State Bridge.
That's why I think they should build it in Treasure Island. Treasure Island would be awesome.
Well, actually, they're building they're building a soccer stadium instead.
In Treasure Island?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's for like a minor league soccer team.
Oh, okay. Not the Earthquakes?
Yeah, actually, we actually have multiple soccer leagues in the United States. Of course, MLS is the biggest.
Have the Myrtle Beach Sea Dogs in the MLS.
Arlington. That sounds nicer than Dallas.
Dallas.
I know where the King of the Hill lives.
I was just about to say that's all I can think of. The king
Arlen.
of propane himself.
Arlen, Texas.
I heard that they started the series again.
They did. It's actually not too bad.
It's not bad. But I mean, that's Fox, Hulu, so it's still going to be a good show. Same shit.
I saw like a trailer of it, and they're like, I think he's getting out of an Uber. He said, "I'm going to give you 4 stars so you can work."
Bobby
So
Hill.
you got something to work.
That kid was
Bobby
weird.
Hill starts a hibachi restaurant is basically what it is.
Yeah, and
then he has to tell his dad he's not cooking with propane.
That's right.
Why are you not cooking with propane?
Son, but I thought I raised you right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
Boom
show.
Howard.
I don't know if that show helped the propane business.
I didn't appreciate that show until I sat down with a blunt and a beer. And then I was like, damn, this is a good show.
It is because you know all the conspiracies, right? Obviously, the little Native American kid is the son
Oh yeah,
of
John
Dale's
Redcorn.
wife and John Redcorn, but also Peggy and the bulldozer had
Oh, yeah.
Bobby. They
Yeah.
had Bobby,
I've seen
and
that.
that's why Peggy never wants to be near Bill. She hates Bill because Bill made Bobby, and Hank raises him.
And
All
that's
right,
why
we don't have to.
he's so like
We don't
obsessed
have
with
to
all
expose
of them.
that shit on the Corey Davis show. I'm sorry.
So what you're saying is
The
King of the Hill
bulldozer.
show has a bit of some desperate housewives.
Bill, you know,
Peggy
Boomhauer.
is like Matthew Stafford's wife.
Boomhauer's a Texas Ranger.
He is a ranger.
Yeah, that's a great show,
I had
man.
a friend that sounded just like Boomhauer, bro. I'm not gonna lie, growing up in the South.
I'm sorry, Rams fans, but it's funny that the quarterback's wife has more power with the playbook than the. Never
Oh
mind.
man, yeah, they show you that in the movie Any Given Sunday. Remember, because Dennis
Now-
Quaid wants to quit
And now
after
I'm gonna
the
get
concussion.
a message on my
Dwight's like, hell
Instagram
no.
and tell me how dare you talk about my Rams.
Is
I'm a Niner
Deshaun
fan.
Stribling going to
The
play
Rams.
in the preseason game? Are we gonna get our first look really at Deshaun Stribling?
Oh man, I don't know. He probably
Oh
won't
yeah.
play. You think he's gonna play?
Heck yeah.
They're all
Kyle
gonna-
brought. I don't think Kyle wants anybody to get hurt.
He's gonna take they came out with the unofficial.
Oh no, he's gonna get hurt. God damn it.
No, he's got to get some game time. He's a rookie. He's got to get that game time feel in there before the regular season starts. Especially,
But
if
he's like a
gonna-
badass, and he's coming to like the NFL. He's gonna try and show off, and he's gonna get hurt.
So
I think they're only gonna keep him for one, maybe 2 drives.
Call
They're not
Ayuk,
gonna
call
put
Brandon
him
up.
out there.
So the rookies, for sure, like a lot of the rookies are going to play. So we will see Stribling probably a couple of drives or maybe the first quarter. But when it comes to the none of the veterans are playing week 1.
I'm
They're
scared.
talking a lot about Stribling.
I'm actually excited to watch Curtis Rourke. I want to see him. I want to see what that hype was all about. Redshirting him all year long. He must be something.
I mean, I had Rourke on my list last year for quarterbacks. The
Me
Indiana
too.
Hoosier.
Me too. Me too.
Well, because he played for
He was before Mendoza in Indiana, right?
because he played for the Indiana coach. They were really, really good, and so
Mhm.
Rourke
And-
just made it too.
and before that, he was in for those who don't know college football, he was in James Madison, and he was really good. I think they were winning like the conference titles in those second tier Division 1 schools, and then Zanetti recruited him, and boom, he was still good even in the Division 1 level.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just like what was it? Elijah Surratt was brought with Signetti from his small school to Indiana and still put up numbers. Man, we are so
Yeah.
excited about him too.
And that's why there's a lot less small schools producing players because they're all going to good teams.
Well-
they're not staying on the bad
Well,
teams.
If you go back to college football, like in the year 2000s, all the schools would fight for the 5-star high school recruits and junior college transfers. That's how teams build, plus transfers, which is now a much bigger thing than it was versus those years. And that's how teams. So football players in college were young. Like Adrian Peterson was 18 years old when he did, I think, the best running back season in like 20 years. And then by his junior season at the age of 20, he had another really good year. And then boom, look what he did in the NFL. And now you have players like who are in there who are 24 and 25 entering the draft. It's not what it used to be anymore. And so what do they
rookies
do
are too old.
to fix a program quickly? You steal other talent from other schools and you go to the what's known as the group of 5, because the group of 5 is still Division 1, but they're not at the level of like the pure Division 1s.
A lot of people don't realize how young Lamar is. He was 19 when he won that Heisman Trophy in college.
Oh
19 years old. That's usually 1 year out of high school. Like,
Well, Alex Smith, he was drafted by us when he was 20, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, damn, that's young.
Yep.
You can still find them every once in a while.
Young and cheap. That's how I like him.
Like in 2005, when Texas, I don't know what year Texas beat USC, but Matt Leinart was one of the few players at the time that did his 5th-year option, and a lot of people are like, "You are dumb, Matt Leinart. You're wasting another year while you can make millions of dollars."
Dude,
Now today, if you do your 5th-year, option in college, you're smart.
my buddy's kid, he signed to Shippensburg up there in PA, and man, he's there balling out right now. He signed as a guard. They've had him taking snaps at center. The defensive coach is trying to steal him to play D tackle, which is what he's been playing for years. Like, bro, I'm so excited to watch this kid grow. And he's got that elite size to fucking be potential one of those kids that transfers, to a D1 program.
You really like that D1, Levi.
He likes to watch him grow.
Cheap young
bro.
D1. I like that too.
What's funny is there's actually a place around here that trains people called D1.
Oh shit, that must be alphas in there, motherfuckers.
It's wild how much talent comes out of Florida, man.
Florida and Texas, baby.
Yeah.
Speed.
It's
By the
different.
way,
Niner
The-
fan,
that
I'm
heat.
super. I
That
am
heat is
super
different.
excited for tomorrow.
The real move that will change the entire NFC North. I don't know if y'all saw. Apparently, Darren Waller has unretired to join the Panthers
unretired?
might be unretired at this
I
point.
think you're right.
To rejoin, or I shouldn't say rejoin, to join the Carolina Panthers on a 1-year deal,
And you want to know
He
who-
was just in Miami, right?
and New York, and Baltimore,
and you want to
and
know who,
Oakland.
and you want to know who broke the news? People would say Adam Schefter. No, it was a guy called Jordan Schultz.
Ooh, I don't like Schefter, to be honest. So.
Who is this Schefter? And why-
Shifty Schefter.
He's like a middleman mouthpiece. I don't give a shit. Like you
He
wasting my
waves
time.
around a scepter.
Yeah, I don't like him. He's got too much power. Somebody's gonna lose their job because of him.
So you want to know something
I'll
hilarious?
clip that.
Yeah, talk about my girl Rossini. I mean,
You want to know something hilarious? So Adam Schefter, I think they did like a little it wasn't like a football but it was like a little 10-minute segment about him where he wanted to go to Michigan and he wanted to be a football player, but apparently he was not that good. So he started off as the water boy and then the towel boy, and then basically he moved up as like a player coach. After he graduated, he knew he was not going to go in the NFL because again, you are a staff member, and so he started to build connections with college coaches. So he created. At the time, it was like a blog. Then somehow he made connections with some news company in Michigan, and he started basically tweeting and sending messages about what's going on with Detroit and teams in the surrounding area. And then one day he was doing so well that hey, we want to hire you for the NFL because you do a really good job. And so basically what he is saying is that because of his connections and how he kind of cheated the system by using Michigan, getting into the program, even if it wasn't a player, and that's how he became kind of famous. But he was not the first person doing it. He was the best person connecting with the top people, and he basically eliminated the competition. But imagine if there was people actually competing, Adam Schefter would not be as big as he is. So he actually kind of admitted, I destroyed the business. It's only me.
Yeah. Tons of good stuff.
Well, all right, guys. So you heard about Nick Bosa, right?
No, not me.
Yeah.
I haven't. What happened?
His soreness is tendonitis. He is day to day.
Tendonitis, huh?
So we'll have to see how that ends up.
Do you think Him and Michael Williams are playing checkers right now. Checkers. That's fucked up.
I've
bad.
always had concerns of
Yeah.
Nick Bosa. I've always had concerns of Nick Bosa, like because
King me.
when he was in
Okay.
high school, he suffered, an ACL when he was in Ohio State. That's why he didn't play his junior season.
Mhm.
And then he was durable, like basically, like which kind of shocked me. But as he gets older, like those injuries are going to eventually catch up. And I'm not trying to wish anything negative on him, but when you get so many, knee injuries and you're not even 30 years old yet,
Max Crosby.
I wouldn't basically like put too much expectations on him. As long as he can still play football, but we really have to start relying on our defensive line instead of him getting all the sacks.
Well, I'll try and be positive about the Niners if I can.
So it seems like what the Niners are going for is that they're not trying for like rock solid star. We can rely on this guy all the time. They're getting like they're trying to get depth and have a good rotation going on. So say you have two defensive ends starting, they have 7.5 sacks each. Okay. Well, the next guys that come in have 6 or 7 sacks. And overall, that equals a really good defensive line. That kind of seems like that's the direction the Niners are going here.
Yeah, if they can stay healthy, that's what will happen. But I think they're really mostly planning on not having the guys they plan to start.
Well, we'll just see what happens. I mean, tendonitis, it's just one of those things. It's bad, it's good. I mean, as in when it's bad, it's bad. When it's good, it's not bad, is what I meant. But at the same time, I don't know how long this is going to linger. That's my biggest concern.
I got a question for y'all. Is there a certain player in this upcoming preseason game tomorrow that you're trying to keep an eye on?
Trying to keep an eye on?
Yep.
A wide receiver, Will Pauling.
Okay.
Because, I mean, he's undrafted like rookie, I think. And he has actually looked really good.
You said that's Will Pauling?
Yeah,
I think it's Will Pauling.
Okay.
pretty sure you're right.
Or Paulson. It's either Pauling or Paulson.
I think it's Pauling.
I think it's Pauling.
Okay. Anyone else from anyone?
Oh, I want to see Romello Height be great. Period.
Have heard some, or no, the kid in Cincinnati. Who's that?
Demetrius Knight.
No, the outside linebacker. I thought it was Romello Height, but it's not. It's the other guy just like him. From A&M too, not Stewart. That was last year.
Oh shit!
They're pretty hyped about.
You're talking about
Shamar Stewart.
Duggar, Jalen Duggar,
No, I'm not
Jaden
Duggar either.
Duggar.
No, I'm
That-
Nick
looking-
Tell
Nick
the
Martin.
truth.
Okay, Will
Nick
Pauling,
Martin is the other.
5'10", 190.
Low.
Notre
I
Dame.
definitely want to see this kid.
Mhm.
He is an athletic.
There's Larry Worth,
Yep.
the third. That's the other linebacker.
Let me go look up their roster. I was reading about it earlier.
Who I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Cassius Howe. That's who it was.
Who?
Oh yeah, there you go. Cassius Howell the third, right?
Yep, you got it.
I forgot all about him because when the draft is over, I go blank,
I feel you.
blank, 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 blank. And the worst part is I get
For
rid
the
of all my
Niners?
notes.
No, I was
No,
talking
no.
about for the Bengals.
Just in general, like the same kind of line, just same kind of defensive end, kind of.
So
exactly.
I
And he's had really good camp reports.
I would have taken either one of those guys. I prefer height, though. I'll be honest.
so what
Halen, that's a good
So
one.
do most
Halen.
women.
Oh. You gonna let him talk to you like that, Johnny?
So when it comes to me, when I watch a preseason game, I don't care about like the players that we drafted. I want to see those guys who we sign undrafted, like, and see what guy is going to like raise his stock, because there's always that guy who no one sees coming and boom. And I think there was one year, I'm trying to remember where, trying to remember who it was, but it was in the secondary, and they had a really good like performance. You know, of course, preseason doesn't matter, but when you watched these players and like boom, we were like, all right. Why was this guy not drafted? This guy's playing way better than he's supposed to, and so that says a lot about uh, how, you know, and that's why you watch the preseason, to see how good the scouts did it, and if some of the players who are drafted are just like way overrated. And that's what I like to see. I like to see those players that like.
I don't know if they still do it, but a lot of good teams like Baltimore used to actually almost have bonuses tied to their scouts on these UDFA guys.
Hell yeah.
So if they made the roster and you were the guy that convinced that UDFA to sign with you and not, you know, some other team, they would give you that scout a bonus. And it made the whole process of getting those guys after the draft. Fun fact, I had to Google it because I remember the Ravens set some record with this. The Ravens have had a UDFA make the 53-man roster 21 of the last 22 years. We are very proud of our UDFA.
Yeah, that is awesome. Very cool. I love that.
So I feel you on that, John Jay.
That's called value, and I love value.
Hey, you're not wrong on that, though.
I'm all about value. Brock Purdy is one of the greatest picks maybe ever in the history of football.
So,
oh yeah, I
want to remind this, like, for those who have never seen the Brady Six, you have to watch it. It's a really, really good documentary. And the Niners were playing the Patriots in the preseason, and there was one line that really, like, you know, like, the 49ers drafted what there was supposed to be their franchise quarterback, and that was one of Bill Walsh's, like, I think one of his final drafts. But the guy who was going to become the Hall of Famer was the guy that was drafted in the 5th round by the Patriots. So who would have thought that the 49ers were looking for their next Steve Young? The Patriots, who had a quarterback, were going to get their quarterback of the future, who was going to do what he was supposed to do. So that just says a lot about. And again, shout out! I love Bill Walsh. You know, unfortunately, you know,
Carmazzi,
he didn't really, you know, make the right decision, and it happens. It happens. It doesn't matter how good you are.
Actually,
Tim Rattay. No, but if you remember, Bill Walsh like staked his. He's like, no, I insist on Gino Carmazzi. That was real.
By the way, I saw y'all sign Zamir White today, the running back.
He insisted.
It's unfortunate because I'm like looking at y'all's depth chart right now. It has Jordan James listed as questionable, Kalen Black listed as questionable.
I like so many other running backs on free agents, though.
So it just means, I'm guessing, that he's coming in as a camp body in a
pretty much to play the whole preseason and get looked. Like that way another team can take him.
I'm a little sad because honestly, all three of your backups are guys I would have liked to watched.
Same.
I like Black.
The only person I'm interested in after that is PTJ, Patrick Taylor Jr. That's the only other person.
Well, he started a game for us. If you remember, he started a game for us before, so he's going to start if that's all we have.
Yeah, during practice, the practice with the Titans were laughing at the Niners. They were saying, "Man, they can't even run on us." And Mike Evans said, "Bro, we ain't even got no running backs. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, that was a time.
You shouldn't be so proud of that, because you're facing a nobody right now.
I'm guessing
y'all
your
celebrate, but the ones that I'm really interested is that left guard, in which I'm wanting to watch, is that left guard battle between Robert Jones, Carver Willis, and Connor Colby. They're all going to be playing. I'm pretty sure Robert Jones is going to be in there for a couple of series, and then they're going to.
They've got him on the depth chart officially listed as second left guard.
Who? Robert Jones?
Robert Jones, yes, sir.
Colby moved to third.
He's actually our starter.
They have
Robert Jones.
They have Connor
And
Colby
Carver
listed
Willis
as
is second.
starter. They have your third guy, Keon Smith, on the official depth chart.
So here's the thing. I heard today, and what I
third
heard
string.
was Connor Colby's like not doing really well, actually. He's falling behind, and he's moved to like the third.
Yeah, he's
now.
the third right now.
Wow.
Robert
Yeah,
Jones
after-
is first.
they loved him
Carver
yesterday.
Willis is number 2. And then Connor Colby is number 3.
Trois
Okay.
in France. He'd be Trois.
Yeah, he's a twat.
So
Yeah, I'm just like looking over you. That, of course, we're probably not going to
He's a
see
twat.
even your top
I mean-
3 to 4 wide receivers. We're not going to see Mike Evans. We're not going to see Tebow. We're not going to see Christian Kirk. I doubt we'd even see Demarcus Robinson.
I wouldn't. He's our
which-
starting wide receiver right now.
Deshaun Stribling is listed as questionable currently.
Lord
So
have
may or
mercy.
may not. But if you had to choose between Jordan Watkins or Jacob Cowling, which one are you more excited to watch?
Oh no.
so
Between who?
so do you guys want to hear something
Wait,
interesting
between
about?
Why? Cowing
hear-
and Jacob Watkins. What's that, John Jay?
You guys want to hear something about Mike Evans?
Sure.
So a news article came out. It talked about Mike Evans' youth in 2002, when Mike Evans was just 9 years old. His father passed away in a very violent way. His uncle in Galveston, Texas, was the cause for his father losing his life. And so Mike Evans, I don't know how they got this information, but Mike Evans had a very traumatic childhood, and the hard work that he has done has really showed you that from a very difficult, life struggle, he turned that, fueled it, and became a professional football player.
Yeah, he didn't sit on the couch and watch TV and get super fat. He used it for good. Who's doing lifting weights?
I see what Steve-O said. I'm watching the Maple Missile. He's going to get our picks back. I said, do you think he's going to get traded? And then
I'd rather watch the Maple Missile than the Red Rocket. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Did Dalton retire, or is he on the Panthers still? What's going on?
I think Mac is going to be the one that's going to get our picks back. And if Maple Missile does well enough,
Man.
he's going to be QB too.
So I wanted
he
to
does
trade
well
Mac
enough.
already because I just think that what's going to happen is people are going to be like, Mac isn't as good as you think. But last year, people thought he was great. That's when you trade him. It's just simple stuff, guys.
Well,
He was
team-
hot
simple math,
shit.
right?
He was hot shit. Exactly. Like if you trade, right, if you do stocks, I don't do stocks. I'm just saying, if you're trading on the stock market, when something is like really low, it doesn't work the same. But what I'm saying is like, when somebody's stock is high, you sell. It works differently in football, but it's the same kind of idea. You sell something when it's worth the most. Like that's when you want to do it.
well,
And Mac Jones was like a hot commodity at one point.
so
That's when you get rid of him. Now people seeing him throw 4 or 5 interceptions in practices and shit, and they're like,
Did y'all switch to the 3-4? I'm just curious. I'm
No,
figuring
hell
ESPN.
no.
Yeah, ESPN
Most
for some
teams
reason has
have.
y'all listed as a 3-4.
Well, maybe
So-
we did.
so Raheem Morris.
We're going to mix it up.
So
Most
Raheem
teams
Morris-
have, though.
So for those who don't know, Raheem Morris uses both systems, the 4-3 or the 3-4, and so he's been known to like use different packages when it comes to the
Yeah,
line.
everyone kind of bases, and most teams honestly just playing the nickel
But-
half the
okay.
time.
But if you remember, this is what Wilkes tried to do, and it didn't work, and he had to go back to like a cover 3 boring defense, and we used to getting smoked.
Looking at y'all's
I
depth
hope
chart
that
on
doesn't
ESPN, and all of a
Well-
sudden, like I was just like, wait, why are
Wilkes
they really
2.0.
low on nose tackles? CJ West could be it. And then I noticed that it has them listed as a base 3-4.
You said this yourself. We needed an interior defensive tackle more than an edge.
You can't compare Wilkes with Raheem Morris.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not night and
So
day.
when it
I
comes
mean,
to-
I will
No,
say
no.
this.
I'm not saying that. I'm just
Osa-
saying they could end up having to do the same
y'all
thing.
signed Osa.
Wanting, having ideas, but having to go back to the
Osa
same
did
boring
not work out as a 4-3 D tackle, even in Dallas. When they switched to a D 3-4, he couldn't play the interior anymore. Which,
Great.
of course, y'all have him listed on the outside, not as a fucking nose tackle.
If he was the
tonight.
only nose, we would get run on all day.
Honestly, 290 is right where I like my right defenseman. I like 2 guys over 300, and I like 1 guy about 290. So I mean,
Wow.
Oh, you're
I'm a little
optimistic.
specific
Wow.
on that. Like,
You'd be fun in jail, Levi.
So let me give
know
you
how it is.
my Wilkes take. Wilkes,
I want that pie, no matter what it takes.
So,
but yeah, it has Dre as
Get
your
that
second
dessert.
inside linebacker beside Fred Warner.
So
Which, I mean-
Wilkes, one thing about Wilkes that I was not a huge fan of is that he was the opposite. He basically built the defense from basically the secondary because he's a DB specialist.
Yeah.
So when teams started to expose us, Wilkes had to change it up, and that was the problem about Steve Wilkes. And the defense looked really well. I think that year we had like the most turnovers, and under Wilkes, yeah, we did. The problem is that the way we ran was always our interior and linebackers, but when Wilkes was there, it was the opposite.
We'd go for like a big play, and usually our defense is more of like a safe play. We don't want to give up the big play, but I
Not
think
gonna
that
like-
you know.
I'm a little worried about some depth. I'm like, just again, I'm just looking over y'all's depth chart. I am a little worried about some depth at positions. But
And
I don't
our
know the
team?
players like y'all do. You know what I mean?
On our
Like,
team, no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight end,
Hey,
DBs.
hey. You guys
Even-
remember when Steve Wilkes being in the booth and being on the field was a big deal, right?
They were like, "Get your ass down here!"
Well, the reason why some coaches are in the booth
I
because
like it up
Steve-o.
here.
they want to see like the entire field because some coaches
Yeah,
want to
that's true.
see what's going on. I prefer all my coaches to be on the field, maybe because I'm an old head. Like people tell me I'm a grandpa, but anyway, I just like it that way. But if that's what he's gonna be up, I
You can give me an aerial view while I'm on the sideline on my iPad. Like I don't have to be up there. Like I'm saying,
What's funny is Declan Doyle right now is literally having this exact conversation. They haven't decided if he's going to be on the sideline or
well,
if
to
he's
be
gonna be in the
fair,
booth. And
OCs and DCs.
he actually literally referenced Bill Walsh today talking about it all.
I mean,
Like,
honestly, OC and DC. If I'm a head coach, I want them up there. I'm in charge down here. This is my shit.
it's also going to be interesting. Anthony Weaver is our defensive coordinator, which I got a lot of respect for Weaver. He was with us as a D-line coach for a really long time, and then he ran Miami's defense for 2 years. You know, not the greatest, but you know, it's Miami. He has success at certain points, but the defense is going to be called by Mentor. There's been no question about that since day one. Just like Mike McDonald calls the defense in Seattle, Mentor is going to call the defense in Baltimore. Meaning our defensive
Aaron Glenn
coordinator.
does the same thing, right? Glenn does the same thing. They don't have a
A
DC.
lot of very good teams, their coaches are involved, unlike Harbaugh, who never did anything. But so yeah, our defense coordinator is going to have kind of just a lot of time. They're talking about that. I'm just so excited about camp and everything going on.
So
Hell yeah.
I know you guys have been keeping up with the news, but I earlier today saw Kyle Shanahan's first press conference, and when you look at his face, you could tell that he suffered a very significant face trauma.
I didn't see that. I
And I'm
only saw
glad-
from far away. So.
And I'm glad that he's doing much better. But I would not want Kyle Shanahan to be on the field until he's like 100%. But if he feels that he can coach, power to him.
I'd be more stressed out.
I
not
think
being
it'll
able to
benefit
coach.
for him to be at the booth. I think
I'm
Kyle
go-
Shanahan needs to change it up a little bit. And I think if he ends up in the
I
booth,
guess.
I think it'll.
Now look, I guess a cop mustache is the new look.
Yeah,
Yes.
for a porn
Hey.
star.
He's just giving his props to the police department that helped him out.
Dude, there
I
are
don't- I don't
so
see
many
anything
guys. Like, I
shady in what
started looking around, and there are so many guys that just have that mustache. It's like,
Yeah.
I guess it's the new thing.
Well, now
They all just want to be firemen. That's what it is.
that's right. They want to be a pale fireman with
I have
mustaches.
never liked the mustache, maybe because I'm much younger than most people. But
I
yeah,
honestly hate my own.
We call them
mustache.
the white man.
I hate my mustache. I hate my mustache.
What are these big boats? What are these people doing here? Excuse me. What are you doing here? This yours?
No,
Is
but
this
I
all
seriously
yours?
think
You like my art
Kyle-
show behind me, by the way?
Oh, I can't. Hold on. No, I can't see shit.
I think Kyle might benefit being on the booth, though. As a bright-minded
switches between
offensive
famous
coordinator that he is and a scheme master,
Ah.
having that kind of view.
Sadly, it's too
sometimes
bright half the
when you
time.
change up your view, I think that helps you come up with better schemes. Gives you a different point of view of what the defense is giving you instead of being eye level every single time, because he's been at eye level all this time. So just changing the view a little bit, I think he's going to come up with a better scheme. Much
You know,
better.
There's
So,
logic behind that. When
might
I
help
was played chess when I was younger, one of my teachers,
Chess.
he would have us sometimes play the game from reverse perspective. So if you're white, you sit on the black side and vice versa.
Oh.
You still play with your side, but you play from your opponent's normal perspective. And it allows you to see things a little differently and maybe, get used to seeing how your opponent puts together certain strategies. How,
You know
it's
what?
definitely fun.
As far as offensive play calling goes, like I want my quarterback to do it. I'm the head coach. I'm going to find the quarterback that I want. I'm going to tell him what I want him to do. And when he's in the huddle, I want him to be in charge. And I want him to call the plays. And I want him to call the audibles. And I want him to be running that fucking team like a general. And I
I'm
want
with
to
you on
run
that,
off the
Kenny.
fucking... I want to ride the back of my starting quarterback to multiple Super Bowls.
When you've got good
Pause.
defenses, especially at these levels, like even back Peyton Manning and Ray Lewis, dude, they were fucking infamous for their duels where they would just constantly call plays, run fucking dummy audibles.
You
and
have
shit.
to have that person
Like,
because you know that guy's out there. The guy
no
that's
coach is perfect. No coach will always call the right play in the right situation, have something dialed up that perfectly
it's simpler
beats
than
man
that.
zone.
Do you want Ray
Like-
Lewis calling that shit, or do you want your DC?
And again,
caller?
like you're saying, if you, have
you know what I
good-
mean? Like
you have to have a QB that eventually can understand when it is time to make that fucking adjustment. But also thinking this, I wish I could play this clip. I can't. There's a funny clip of Jalen Hurts calling an audible back when
get fucking set.
and Jason Kelsey is his center still at the time, and it was a quarterback draw, and Hurts tried to change it, and literally Kelsey looked up and told him no, shook his head and told him to run the play, and they ran the quarterback draw, and it was a big play for a first down. So sometimes you gotta trust your coach, but
Sure, that's the relationship that your head coach and your quarterback have to have.
and if you watch, I know. It's way too long. Nobody really cares. But I put up the full unedited video of Matt Hasselbeck talking.
I did watch that
at the NFL Combine. He talks about that a lot. Sometimes as a quarterback, you want to do certain things while your coach is trying to do something else and has been dying to call this play at this exact moment for.
Yeah, they've been planning it for weeks. Like,
yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Declan
multiple
Doyle's
humans
been talking about that, and with Bill Walsh and how much you should really plan out in a game. And
who's gone? What happened?
how much you should script John Jay.
Oh no.
Behold, lady in whatever.
Lady.
Guys in weird faces.
Oh, you have a generic like screensaver thing going by?
It's backdrops by Roku, and it just like cycles through like famous artwork and photography and stuff. It's actually kinda cool.
Nice.
In a way,
it's
going
fun.
back to what you were saying, Levi, I think that also it plays into what's going on with Brock Purdy, because Brock Purdy doesn't have Kyle next to him during practices.
I blocked
Just-
you, McNiner.
And even in the game, eventually that
I sunk your
headset
battle.
that's
cuts
gonna
off,
help
and your
him.
coach can't talk to you anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And so these
My bad.
practices that's been going on with Brock Purdy not having Kyle next to him, he's actually been doing really, really well during practices right now. And I think it's beneficial to him because he's the one running the offense now. And Kyle's not micromanaging everything that he's got to do. And
We're trying to
now
get comp picks.
Yeah, now that Brock has been with
no comp picks this year, by the way,
and micromanaging him so much, he already knows exactly what Kyle wants to do. But right now, he gets to have that freedom to call his own plays, has that freedom to run his own offense, and I think that's why he practices have been going well for him. And hopefully, this will carry on to the season. Just let Brock do his job. You know, he's been here for 4 years. Let him do his job.
You know what's funny? McNiner said not long ago, I'm going to expose him to everyone in the community. He said that Kyle is going to be better at drafting now after the accident. Oh,
Whoa!
damn!
I did say that, didn't I?
Wow.
He doubles down.
Too soon.
No, I believe it too. I think it's possible. Anything can be better than what's happened so far.
It's too soon.
It might be. It might be.
It's always
Luckily, we have a very small, tight-knit community, so
Hold on.
it won't
Is
get
this
out.
true?
What
Yes, you
happened
can now
now?
designate someone to throw the challenge flag for you on the sideline.
Like
Every team
Shakira
gets
come
to
out
choose
now.
one person. I mean,
Throws it
it's
back.
one of those ones. A lot of teams hire. It's something I complain about Harbaugh on. That a lot of teams hire coaches that literally do nothing but game clock and time management. Basically.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
they're constantly in the head coach's ear. Harbaugh
They're
fired
called
that guy,
nerds.
then fucked up time management against the
Whoa.
Chiefs,
That's
and then
disrespectful.
said, "No, we didn't
How
fuck
dare
up
you.
time management." Then tried to rehire the guy, and the hiring
The
fell
fuck?
through. And then he said, "Yeah, we fucked up. My bad."
Oh,
How dare you, Kenny? Don't
So,
bully
yeah.
people. I'm joking.
Shakira.
Now, if the Giants kick ass and the Ravens
They
just
might.
go to the
They might.
dumpster, are you going to miss Harbaugh?
No,
Hell no.
no, and what you say
No.
could legitimately happen. It
He
really
insulted
could.
their city. He insulted their city, bro.
You want
I
to know?
never liked him as a coach. I never liked him.
But that's
even
that's
when we
just-
won the Super Bowl, he proved
that's the worst
exactly
shit.
why. And like I said, it's easy to look like a great head coach when kind of like y'all right now in a certain sense, but even I'd say more. How many Hall of Famers were on that team? That wasn't his team when he won the Super Bowl. That was Ray Lewis's and Ed Reed's team. Terrell Suggs,
Man,
like,
what a D.
Haloti
Yeah.
Nada, like
That was a
Marshall
Madden
Yanda,
defense.
like
Also-
fucking Matt
also-
Burke, Harvard
also-
graduate.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but after that Super Bowl,
Harvard.
you guys had a couple of losing seasons, right?
Oh,
Worth
and
it.
again, even in that Super Bowl, what was Harbaugh known for in Baltimore? Blowing fourth quarter leads. It's like almost
Whoa,
like that.
I thought you were gonna say
happened
something
in
else.
the fucking Super Bowl itself. Okay, and again, one Super Bowl in what, 13, 15 years at this point? Like, and again, just-
Yeah.
my thing was this: the problems. He would just say the same shit, have the same problem, give us the same answer, never apologize, never take accountability. And again, look at his staff right now. Who's the offensive coordinator? And again, it could go great for the Giants. It really fucking could. I like
Your
Jackson
OC
Dart
is
a lot.
homegrown.
I like
right?
Cam Scatterman. Their offensive coordinator is Matt Nagy. I've
Oh,
never
oh.
once heard Matt Nagy's name in good light anywhere in the NFL,
No.
No, they're
especially for
hiring
his
their
time in
friends.
Chicago.
They're
No.
just hiring
Also,
their friends.
who did he bring in? Greg motherfucking Roman. And don't get me wrong, Greg Roman's great at setting up a run game, but Greg Roman has been run out of every fucking city. Even Chimera knows this. He was with the
That-
Bills and he got run out of fucking Buffalo. Like,
That RB room is ass.
So-
Sorry, YTC.
So one thing I want to
I mean, I like Tyrone Tracy and Cam Scott.
I have two quick things to say.
They'll be
White
hurt.
we gotta
TC
wrap it up.
has not just one Bears fan, but he has other Bears fans. And there's a guy, he lives in Indiana. He's a good dude. He's a boxer, pro boxer. I
Indiana.
haven't seen him in a very long time. I hope he's doing all right. And he would always say Matt Nagy is holding the Bears back.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And Caleb Williams.
And then the second thing that I want to say, if the Giants do somehow have an outstanding season,
Nagy was accused of some
Don't-
really like gross.
don't
bad
let the
quarterback
lies
stuff.
happen. Kenny will be so excited because he loves the Giants. I'm playing.
Let's go.
Yeah, and like I said, I wish the Giants the best. I'm not wishing bad things on Harbaugh, really. Again, my YouTube videos get more views than the Harbaugh Coaching Academy videos.
I don't
but
think that he belongs in New York. Just like he doesn't like New York. He doesn't care about New York.
I mean, he got blessed. He's had some great players. He's had great GMs, great owners, a great organization for his entire extent in the NFL. And then he got to choose any coaching job basically available this year. And
He
so,
did.
yeah, of course, he chose the one that had, Jackson Dart is a legitimate potential franchise quarterback. Cam Scatabo is a monster, at least for 3 more years till the CTE kicks in. You know, Malik Neighbors is a legitimate number 1 wide receiver.
If he plays ever again.
He got to bring in Likely, who's a real number 1 tight end, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that city, if he pulls that shit over there, they'll eat him
they're
alive.
already slightly on him more than Baltimore's ever was.
I don't like him.
I used to hate how they would restrict what the reporters could ask him a lot. And a lot of our especially later in his tenure, the press conferences were just so bad. And I watch all of them. I've watched the one with the owners. I watch the GMs every year. Like, I could not get through a Harbaugh press conference without just feeling some type of legitimate anger or rage with just how bad the leadership failed to take accountability for what was clearly the leadership and coaching's fault. Like I said, I watched him sit there after that Chiefs game and say there's nothing we could have done differently. We did everything right, yada, yada, because that was the national media right after the game. And then 2 weeks later at Baltimore's own media day that nobody is fucking watching across the NFL except for Mike Florio, apparently. There's one other guy, Pete Schrager. I like Pete. Pete's a good guy. But nobody watches Baltimore's. And, of course, everything came up then how fucking bad the coaching was on offense, on defense, on special teams, on fucking every aspect of the team. And like I said,
You wasted Lamar.
We wasted Lamar and Zay's prime years. We wasted a lot of good stuff. Mark Andrews should not be on this team anymore.
Todd Monken just said that's how he's going to use KC in the Zay Flowers role.
John Harbaugh was so fucking stuck in his way. He refused to bench Daniel Falele. John Harbaugh is the reason we drafted Ben Cleveland, and I used to love Ben Cleveland. Ben Cleveland just got arrested again. I think with LA Chargers, actually.
No big deal. You're in the NFL.
The Ravens GMs, Hall of Fame GMs, mind you, wanted to draft a guy named Quinn Minurez. And if you don't know that name, he is a Pro Bowl guard since the day he was drafted by the Denver Broncos. That's who the Baltimore Ravens wanted with that pick. John Harbaugh made them choose Ben Cleveland because, again, that was part of why he's fired. There was a power struggle. And that's why in New York, he's got the owner's phone number. He supersedes the GM. He got a job where he gets to literally tell his boss to fuck off.
Well, they don't know what they're doing there. Often. They don't know what they're doing there. That's why.
Not wrong on that.
But, that's a good song.
So, we ended up with Daniel Falele and Ben Cleveland instead of having a Pro Bowl guard. And that would have been the difference last year between us being a playoff team and not. Daniel Falele tanked our entire season.
Not going to even say what I want to say.
But
guys,
and Harbaugh died on that hill. He decided to die on that fucking hill. And our owner wanted to fire coaches, and Harbaugh would not fire the coaches that were responsible. And that's been a big thing
now they're probably in New York.
Jesse Minter is they are.
And those shit they
some
are.
Guys left and some guys didn't.
Listen, if you even hear the stories real quick, I know McKnight wants to end it real quick. A lot of the people who we see on TV in sports, like media and stuff, they didn't have shit to do with sports. They met the right person and they put them in that job. So everyone in this room, just be optimistic that maybe one day you get your shot and you can be in the NFL because somebody just gives you a job. So keep your hopes up. Even you.
I would make it
I'll see
as
a
water boy. I would make it as a water boy at the 5'6",
I wish I could
5'7" league.
Dude, I'm telling you, I would love to have everyone meet at the fucking combine.
I would
just,
love to
spend
go
a weekend
there.
in Indianapolis.
I would tear Indianapolis's ass up.
You got to do what I do. Look up where Adam Schefter's giving a conference so you can stalk him.
I'd be on wanted posters out there before I fucking left, bro.
Listen, I never.
There's a strip club right outside Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm just saying.
Hey guys, my battery's about to run out.
Yeah,
we gotta go. We gotta go anyway.
We must go.
Good night, Papa J.
Y'all have a great
All right.
night.
Hey,
Peace.
you too, buddy. We're about to end it. Levi was on fire, so I didn't want to disturb that.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
right.
My bad.
He was on the.
Mark
God
Andrews
bless
got
you.
pulled
Steve
because he
was-
kept fucking getting penalties, and
was
Jesse
reading-
Mentor's not about that life.
He was reading from the good book of
Steve
the
always
Ravens.
says it's time to move on. Maybe not in a so nice way, but it's
Look
time
at-
to move on.
Jim Neverett is here.
Oh no, not this fool.
Jim Neverett.
Hey, Jim Everniner, the faithful. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button. buddy.
Who
We're
is
getting
this
out of
Jim
here.
Everett? And why does everyone not like him?
They're gonna start 0-2. Mark my words.
So here we go, guys. We're getting out of here. Everyone,
Yeah.
tune in next Wednesday where we'll be going off again and actually see some preseason games.
And
So
we got Philly week 1 for preseason, so I get to talk
Oh,
to
man.
Sponge.
Yeah, Birds
So,
game.
as Corey Davis says, go 49ers and F all 31 other teams. And it's